This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. One purchased equals one donated. Now go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I got a bag of candy collected Halloween. Biggest bag of candy I had ever seen. Had to have it x-rayed before I had a treat. To be sure, a psycho hadn't put a razor in my sweets. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by. When the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Trick-or-treating at the mall, scare the preppies at the Gap. Especially if your costume isn't politically correct. The mall can't give out candy because of a lawsuit that they had. But here's a coupon for a futon in the bottom of your bag. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by. When the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by. When the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Mommy and Daddy follow in the van. Mace and a cell phone in their nervous hands. It's hard to spook the neighbors into giving up some loot. When you're a ninja in a down coat at 4 PM. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by. When the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by. When the little kids were frightened, it is said, only by the ghouls who were dead. Ooh, hear the ghosts and the goblins cry. They get to wishing for the days gone by. When the little kids were frightened, it is sad, only by the ghouls who were dead. Only by the ghouls who were dead. Only by the ghouls who were dead.
Hey, good morning and welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. How about you? Hello, Christy.
Hello, Chick.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
How's things over there in the performance room?
Pretty good. Nice and chill.
Is that right?
You look good today.
Thank you.
There you go.
Well, he got his CPAP back. You know.
I didn't know he lost it.
Oh, yeah.
Broke.
Oh.
Hence yesterday's show.
Oh, that was the excuse. Just kidding.
Hi, Josh. How are you?
Good, Chick. How are you?
I'm all right. See, Tom's a little ornery. I missed that on the mood monitor. There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
In a
I'm
lovely
Chick.
mood.
Here's you're in a lovely mood.
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
And
Good.
here's, here's your father, who's.
It's true, though. Pat lost the seal on
Yeah,
your
there's a seal in the...
You can't pawn those, though, right?
your CPAP machine, and that's that thing that you put the mask on your face like
If you
you're
have sleep
Steve
apnea,
Canyon,
exactly.
Steve Canyon, everybody.
Who's that again?
40s.
More like Bane.
There you go.
Yeah, you got the Bane mask on, but yours didn't work the other night, so you didn't get any sleep. You were telling me.
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah,
Okay,
I
but you
didn't realize.
got it all fixed up.
Yeah, what a difference that makes. Jeez.
Okay. Does that thing make like a dudacop
No.
noise? Something.
No, it's more of a.
It's windy.
No, it's more of a pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the wackiest ship in the Army when they get
Absolutely.
the boat going.
It's like James Thurber.
James.
Pocket.
Does it make kind of a noise like that? So you,
No, it makes a shh.
It's like a Darth Vader thing, right?
Mhm, exactly.
and okay.
It swishes a little bit.
Okay. All right. So, but you're breathing okay now.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Okay. Right. Very good. Just wanna
No
check.
mistakes today. You watch.
Well, now yesterday there were a couple, so there was some beautiful work done,
Right off
but
the bat, I'll make a mistake.
there were a couple of errors. I know Chick wanted you to
Relive.
revisit a
Yeah.
song that
Oh.
had some technical issues. Is that the one about the coconuts?
Yeah, that didn't have any technical issues.
Okay.
No.
What's the one that
What
we
was
had
the
to
one
do?
we did late in the
We
show?
had to do a restart.
I forget.
Man, it
what
was
you're
something about
talking
the neurosurgeon thing that
That was
bombed.
it.
Oh, you don't
That
want
was
to.
a
Oh, yeah,
turd.
the thing that you
Audio.
can't get over that happens weekly.
Yeah.
Where the guy's playing the violin and he's working on their brain. Yeah,
Right.
We've seen the video. All of us seen the video about a million times. You'd never seen it, and it's like brand new to you. So
No, it's a great news story.
There we go. Yeah.
This guy played the saxophone.
And it is every time I've seen it. It's been great.
Doesn't mean it's still not amazing. If it were your brain they were operating on.
Well, they'd have to find the whole thing first.
The story was
And then-
they were doing brain surgery on this guy, and
I have it right here. Doctors
They-
in Italy.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Shared details of a recent delicate brain surgery where the patient remained awake and at one point played a saxophone. The 35-year-old patient, identified as Mr. GZ, was kept awake and played his sax during the 9-hour surgery to remove a tumor from his brain.
I've seen a guy play a violin do this. I've seen a guy play the drums and do this.
What?
no, you
No,
haven't.
you
They have the drums.
Do they have
the drums set up so
Sure.
we can play 'em
hanging
flat on
upside
the-
down
Yep.
from the ceiling.
I saw
Flat
that
on the
video.
back.
It was during a Def Leppard concert during
Yes.
Pour Some Sugar
Okay,
on
now
Me.
you're just mocking.
No. Yes.
How can you not respect these brilliant surgeons? So, do they have the guy's head in one of those halos so it can't move?
Yes.
they do.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was fascinating. And saxophone of all things. And
You don't want your head. You don't want the guy to turn his
You
head.
still
in the
think
middle.
I can record one show and watch another? It's still fascinating, okay? So that's not that big a deal.
Not to be a bummer, but wouldn't a saxophone, because you're breathing into it, aren't you kind of pushing your germs all over the place? Wouldn't you
You're
not
doing a
want
lot
that
of
in
stupid
the sterile
things.
environment of surgery?
they're his own. I don't know. I'm not. This is the whole thing. I think this is a brilliant science.
This might be how staph
And
infections
they have
start
to.
in
They
hospitals.
have to keep the guy awake so they can ask certain questions. And,
Sure.
They have a nurse yelling at him to keep him awake.
And they were probing inside his
Really?
brain, and there are certain things they don't want to damage. There are certain places they don't want to go that they know.
Hey, wake up!
Right.
That's what they do.
Yeah, it's amazing, and of course they were looking for the Kenny G spot, the the source of all soft rock.
Well, we found it.
Yep, that's what he wanted to do. Ladies and gentlemen, that whole
Nurse,
thing. was
sponge.
for that.
You know, I apologize. This is so awful. Please stop playing this music.
It's really not.
Yes, it is.
It's not awful at all.
It has its place, right?
Yes,
very, very-
in an elevator, which I'm not in right now.
It's nice and mellow, man.
Could you stop? I'll never do that again. Oh
All
God,
right.
that's awful. Now, Pat, you had you took a crack at this.
We're not going to relive that one. It was terrible.
What do you mean it was terrible?
It wasn't a good song. It was an audio turd, as you called it. in the green room.
Okay. Well,
Tom goes, you got lost, didn't you?
However,
He's really setting you up.
you didn't get the guitar the intricacies of the guitar really overwhelmed the lyrics. You didn't get that.
No, we didn't have that.
No.
That's actually the way you just said it was way more polite.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That was a Haywood disaster from the.
Well, I think those notes were so complicated.
Really distracted me
You
from
forgot to write
what you were
jokes or
saying.
something.
Yeah, you forgot to write jokes.
I heard that occurred.
Thanks, buddy.
It's always nice in here in the morning.
I have an idea, Pat.
Yeah.
Christy missed quite a few songs last week. As you recall,
So we said that whole setup, we're not going to hear the song.
Well,
Are you
I'm
kidding
not
me?
singing another bad one. I'm going to try to.
Jeez.
I
don't blame you, Patty.
No, if it's not him, it's him.
You wanted to hear it.
I thought you wanted to give it a second shot.
No!
You don't think getting.
No, it sucked.
At this point, we have to do it.
I think we have to build it up all morning.
Oh, that's good.
Don't make me do it again.
It couldn't have sucked that
It
much.
wasn't.
It was pretty bad.
I just thought it was because you got lost and you had to restart it.
Yeah, my eyes went to the third line as opposed to the second. I restarted it, a bad song.
And when it got to the chorus, it
Got
was
to the
just
end.
the regular
I
chorus.
just sang the
Oh, that's right. It wasn't.
Right.
There were no jokes. It
It
was
was
just the
on
regular.
my mind. Maybe in my mind would have worked.
Okay, how about this one? How are we on time? here?
Operating on my mind, maybe.
Yeah, that would have
Okay,
worked.
when we come back, we had one of my favorite stories last week involved. What was it? I think it was called Texas Pete's barbecue sauce.
The hot sauce.
Is that right? Was it Texas Pete's?
Yeah.
And some guy in California is suing the company that makes Texas Pete's because it's not made in Texas. So in the world of frivolous lawsuits, this is right up front. So stupid that it made the national newswire. And we have a tribute to that. Can we do that for Christy?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Okay, I think you'll like that one very much.
Hey, we had a Monday Night Football game last night, and when is a bad game worse? That's right, when it goes overtime. And the Chargers win 19-16 in overtime. And hey, who won that decisive Game 5 between Cleveland and the Yankees? It got rained out. They'll redo it this afternoon or try to start it again today at 4 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, I love that. I love some 4 p.m., some 1 p.m. baseball.
Some afternoon baseball.
A little chilly.
Oh, it'll be cool in the Bronx this afternoon about 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay. That'll all be coming up in sports. Plus,
Welcome back.
we have some interesting things happening in the world of news, including electric car news. A couple of whale stories that are actually quite interesting. A great world record from our friend David Rush. This one could have been potentially fatal, but he managed to
Maybe next time
to live through it. And we have a guy who is allergic to his own orgasms.
Huh.
That sounds like a
That
nightmare.
is horrible.
You know what?
Boy.
So what? I say power through, baby. What does he catch when he just goes ahead and?
Well, I don't know.
It's worth the hives, isn't
Yeah,
it?
right. Yeah.
He'll become the spokesman. Who is it? Zyrtec? Is that the one?
Oh, yeah.
Hi. I just in the other. Oh, never mind. Coming up also, this is the political season, of course. The so-called midterms.
Yes.
Coming up, and I understand that we are going to hear from candidate Doug LaDouche.
Okay.
Very controversial candidate. I'm not sure what he's running for, but we'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great, no matter what life throws at you.
Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. You could lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals, based on a randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise.
With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons.
Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat.
Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use the code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
We're going to hear that brain procedure song out of Pat this morning.
Yeah.
Just wait and see. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
One chick.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
We were trying to come up with a couple things that Christy missed while she was on vacation last week.
You know, she missed this stuff on purpose. That's why one goes
That's
on
why.
vacation.
Thank you.
Yeah, that could be. But
I have email from yesterday. Remember when I was verbally undressed by a couple of our listeners when I said that the Liberty Funny Bone, where Josh will be this weekend, was in Hamilton County, and I'm a proud Buckeye. Well, not that proud, but anyway, it is indeed in Butler County, not in Hamilton County. And then Josh shot his mouth off and said St. Louis is in St. Louis County. Well, get a load of this guy.
Oh.
This is from Brian. You said yesterday St. Louis is in St. Louis County. That is not correct.
Oh.
In 1877,
oh,
St. Louis City separated from St. Louis County and became an independent city in Missouri.
You know, he is right. I did forget about that. Because I used to have to pay St. Louis City taxes when I lived
so wait a
in-
minute, but every city is in a county.
Yeah, I
Right.
thought it was part of a... But I obviously I'm wrong.
However, Brian follows this up just for Josh. Rockwood Summit learned you well.
Is that where you went to high school?
Yes. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, isn't it weird? My high school did not teach us about ordinances within the city we lived. So,
They didn't?
Or municipal. Yours did? You had a class on local counties?
Well, but I think we just knew what our county was.
No idea.
This is from Brian, a Parkway South High grad.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
nice. Good to
whatever the hell
know.
that
That's really confusing. I think you're still right, Josh. I think isn't every city in a county also?
I don't know, but I do remember when I lived in St. Louis City, I had to pay.
well,
Look, you're to blame for this because you opened up the can of worms that is the Commonwealth of the state of Kentucky. Okay,
Yeah.
Your problem. That's where it started.
No,
if you hadn't just called it Kentucky, we wouldn't have
Except
these
Commonwealth
problems.
is correct.
I know it is, but why
Be correct.
bring it up? Why bring
the
it up?
benefits of a classical education.
I'm
the
going to
point
classical
is
education your face into the pavement. What I'm going to
Ow.
the point is,
I'm
Josh,
kidding, of course.
Josh will be in Greater Cincinnati at the Funny Bone Friday and Saturday recording his new album. This is very exciting.
Yes, thank you.
Now, to take the Bob and Tom time machine to last week,
Okay.
Christy Lee.
What I miss?
One of these famous frivolous lawsuits, and this is why I'm not a judge, because this guy and the lawyer would both be imprisoned for bringing this to court. The guy bought something called Texas Pete's hot sauce.
Okay.
And this guy lives in California. Am I getting this right? And this gets sort of complicated. He is suing Texas Pete's because it's not made in Texas.
Oh,
Does that
for
make sense?
God's sake.
Texas Pete's is made in, where is it here?
Carolina?
Yeah, it's made in Carolina. Someone named Philip White purchased a bottle of Texas Pete's at a Ralph's supermarket in September of 2021. He has filed a lawsuit claiming he would not have purchased the hot sauce had he known its origin. He says that the makers are capitalizing on consumers' desire to partake in the culture and authentic cuisine of Texas. So he is gone to court. So, again, I would go after this guy that's bringing this lawsuit in some way. I think I would have him tied down and then pour the sauce in his eyeballs, then heat it up and then pour it in his crotch and see if he... But that's just me, because I do believe in cruel and unusual
Yes, you
punishment.
do.
I think it's more creative and fun. Now, Pat, you have a tribute to this guy?
Yeah, this is what Christy missed.
In my mind, I'm eating sauce from Carolina. I thought it was from Texas. Why do they perplex us? It's Louisiana hot sauce, made in Caroline. But I had the taste of Texas in my mind.
James Taylor after the breakup.
No.
In my mind, I'm going down on Carly Simon.
Hey!
Rode my old lady like a Harley. Accidentally called out Carly. And you know that girlfriend of mine, she kicked me from behind. 'Cause I'm going down on Carly Simon in my mind. There you go, Christy.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much, Pat. I can tell Christy's very impressed.
She loved it.
Big fan.
Yeah.
She can't stop laughing.
I loved it. Not as much as the neurological science song.
Yeah, now there's a song.
What a song that was.
That's something to revisit, isn't it?
That's something we need to
Maybe
hear
we
again.
can polish that one and maybe bring it back
There's
in a
no
few
way to
hours.
polish that.
You gotta have to.
Okay.
You got to.
All right.
People are going to start clamoring for it. You wait and
Sure
see.
they are.
But this led actually to an interesting question in my mind. I was saying to this guy, because once again, the sauce is called Texas Pete. It's made in
Right.
Carolina. This guy lives in California. He's just a jackass trying to stir things up. But I was going to tell him, hey, you realize that not all the Dallas Cowboys are from Dallas. But that led to this in my mind. What team has the most...
Oh, God.
What NFL team has the most players from the state that they're in?
Christ almighty.
It's a fair question.
What was your question again?
What NFL team
Right.
has the most players that actually went to high school and are from the state that they're playing in?
And what's the answer?
I don't know.
There's no way anyone here
There's
could
no
know
one,
this answer.
No.
There's no one. I don't think anyone would know because the
I tried
rosters,
Googling and it said, what?
the rosters are constantly changing. It's the stupidest question I've ever heard in my life.
No, it's interesting.
It's almost as stupid as mine. How many people have, or how many teams have someone on the team named after the team that they play on? There are a couple of Browns on the Cleveland Browns. There was a Washington on the Washington. Whatever the
Are
hell
there
that-
any Commanders?
No, I don't think there's a Jimmy Commander. I don't think. Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. Well,
No, but
that is our perfect segue into sports.
Perfect segue.
Perfect.
Really landed the plane
Well,
there.
you better thank yourself if that was the perfect segue.
Of course.
Dustin Hopkins. They call him D-Hop. No, nobody calls him
Oh.
D-Hop, actually. He kicked 4 field goals with a leg and a half. He's got a hamstring problem, Tom. And maybe they'll start rubbing him out like they did that one guy a couple
That
times.
was a disturbing video to watch.
You know, you kept watching it, though. So
I did, didn't I? Well, I had a nice behind.
Cool butt, yeah.
He had a crazy butt. Right?
Yeah, I did.
Speaking of butts, yesterday we had that
Said
news
a
story
drink
about
on it.
the guy in Maryland nicknamed Butt Juice,
Yes.
convicted of partaking in gang violence. Did you see this guy's, according to court documents, Lamont Jones, also known as Butt Juice, was a member of a gang called Up the Hill. UPDAH.
Well, you'd rather be up the hill than
Up the
down
hill.
the hill.
Yeah.
Or under it. Yeah.
Yeah, Up the Hill. I mean, it sounds like a band.
Didn't JFK make a famous Up to Hill speech? What was that one?
Ich bin ein the Hiller. I don't.
Anyway, this guy's Butt Juice is in prison. I was lamenting the fact that I think contemporary gangsters don't have cool names like Babyface Nelson or Pretty Boy Floyd. Butt Juice is just vulgar.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
I mean, don't you think?
Yeah.
Pretty Boy Floyd, kind of, you could talk about that in the parlor.
The parlor.
You can't walk in and say, "Hey, Mom, you see the latest?"
Honestly,
They're looking for. They put a.
Be honest with me, just for 30 seconds. What year do you think it is? I mean, just because you're talking about a conversation in the parlor.
In my mind, it's 1967.
Oh, dude, that's even.
The
yeah.
parlor's turn of the century, 1900.
I'm just saying, the gangster names were a little more, I don't know,
romantic, if you will.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, those guys were notorious, well-known around the country. Butt Juice, nobody knows who that is, and nobody would were it not.
I wish I didn't know who it was. We've talked about it 2 days in a row now. By the way, nowhere near the record. But
Eddie thinks we don't remember. We talked about it 6 months.
Hey, it's only Tuesday.
I don't think Scarface would have had the romantic following.
No, Scarface is good. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's kind of on point.
Sure.
He's got a scar on his face. He's a tough guy. Butt Juice. Can you imagine if they had to talk about that in the national news?
I wish we knew the origin.
I assume it's pretty simple. I assume maybe he showed up one day, he had a little juice somewhere, and they go, "Hey, look at that butt juice," and then
butt juice.
Or maybe he's a butt buddy like you and you.
Oh, he could have been a fellow butt
Shart one time wearing white pants.
There you go. He wears white. He used to be known as White Pants Jones.
This is an email, Tom, from TS. TS says, you guys were talking about straws on the show. I bought a used Corvette from a Chevy dealer. When I got it home, I found it had storage compartments under the armrest on the doors. They were packed full of plastic straws. Apparently, the previous owner worked at a restaurant. I also found a pay stub.
Or it was a Coke dealer. Take your pick.
Yeah, there are also all these little tiny spoons. Well, who's eating cereal with this? It gets like one Cheerio at a time.
I would do that.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. My cereal spoon.
I walked in and Christy just had one chocolate-covered raisin on a plate. It was the saddest thing I'd ever seen.
I'm just having the one.
Yeah.
I get my one little
See the
treat.
donuts I brought in, Christy?
No, I didn't look.
That was 2 days ago.
They're a little... No, it was yesterday.
Yeah, they've been there since yesterday morning because
What
no
kind
one
of donuts?
wants them.
What type of donuts?
They look like, you know what it looks
mini
like?
donuts.
It looks like your trash. You left it on the
That's
counter.
what exactly.
It really does. There's like
White
6
bag.
sad little, about quarter-sized donuts. I'll give these. They'll enjoy
well,
these.
these are the peasants.
There's like 6 of them.
There's
They're-
clearly a dog bite taken out of one.
Hey, Tom, thanks for bringing those donuts.
Christy, they're homemade from the farmer's market.
Oh, my goodness.
Just so you
The
know.
old donut farm. Donut fields as far as the eye can see.
So, what else happened in sports?
This will cheer the kids up. I'll leave them some donuts. Who left these? Oh, Tom left those. Oh, let me have a Tom donut.
Bag's all wrinkled.
Oh, that's
Tom's not wrong in his thinking there. We are vultures. You leave a bag of
That's
anything
true.
in there.
I should have put them on the presentation.
Yeah, if you
lacked.
put them on a plate.
I'll put them on a plate for you.
No, we heathens are not worth it. Trust me.
Have you tried them?
They've been there. When did you buy them? Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, they last a couple days.
Run them under a little water, microwave them for 10 seconds. They're as good as new.
How about
Could we move
during
on?
inclement weather? I use them as sand under my wheels in case I get caught somewhere.
I'm stuck. Will you get one of those donuts, Tom?
Tom's old donuts.
Here you go.
I thought it was a very thoughtful act.
You're welcome.
I did not. Dustin Hopkins kicked 4 field goals,
We call him the Rain Man.
including Dustin Hoffman.
Definitely 4 field goals. Definitely.
It's very good.
There he is calculating there, Pat.
Definitely 39-yarder. 39. Definitely
Oh, here
39.
are the donuts.
Yeah. Look at
that bag.
Yeah.
Look at the top of the bag.
That has not changed.
It looks like
60 hands
it's in
have
a
been
bag
on it.
that you would light on fire and put on your neighbor's porch.
That looks like Johnny Winter's ball sack.
What did you say?
That's funny.
I've got to take these in and leave them for the.
Why'd you decide to run them over before bringing them in?
10 hands have been
Oh,
on
and there's a hole in the bottom. So
Okay, throw them away. Sorry.
Were you so happy? Were you so happy?
This is a lot like the time you brought Ace 2 potatoes from your house.
you ready?
Yeah, they're as hard as arithmetic.
That was not a shoe being dropped on.
Okay, fine.
Boy, oh boy. How little do you think about it? Yes, Ace.
You know he's buying her lunch today.
That's true.
No, he was.
Yeah, thanks,
You
Chick.
should cancel it. Yeah, you know what? Screw you guys. And then send us a picture of you eating from that restaurant.
Went to a nice steak place today for lunch.
Yes.
Dustin
Nice.
Hopkins, 4 field goals, including a 39-yarder with 2:38 left in overtime. And the Los Angeles Chargers, still sounds weird, rallies a 1916 win over the Denver Broncos. Do you know? Remember, Russell Wilson went from Seattle to Denver over the summer, and he's the quarterback in Denver. Do you know that he has a business manager? And if you're on the team with Russell Wilson, you want to talk to him. If you're not in practice, you're not actively practicing with Russell, whatever. If you want to call him up. You don't have his number. You have to go through a business manager. Did you know that? Does that sound like a teammate to you? Or is this the type of behavior you two encourage because you...
I'm for it.
Which also, they went on for 45 minutes yesterday how Tom Brady is killing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they're giving him preferential treatment. But you two, Tom Brady's a god. So, yeah, what do you think of that?
My opinion stands.
Which one of your stupid statements do you want me to go after first?
Russell Wilson was a born athlete. I mean, you're named after 2 sporting goods companies.
And his middle name? Spalding. What do you think of that?
Chick, if I was an offensive lineman and I couldn't talk to my quarterback,
exactly,
when I'm blocking the defensive lineman, I'm saying, no, Russell, I'm letting my business manager block the guy, then he'll get to you. How about that?
Hey, if you check your email, you found that I'm sorry about missing that block. I just thought that's not a team.
You gotta support those guys.
What if we worked with someone that you couldn't talk to? Never mind. That's a bad, super horrible analogy.
You have my phone number?
I don't know what.
I won't answer if you call.
Chick, come on. Now Amy's going to send me a mean email later. Come on, man.
Tom says that you were insubordinate during the 6 o'clock hour.
Check local listings.
Hey, so anyway, that was your Monday nighter. San Diego wins. And, hey, who won that ALDS Game 5 last night in the Bronx? Well, she got rained out. Game 5, they'll try it again this afternoon at 4 o'clock Eastern. 2.5-hour rain delay. Boy, I can't think of anything more exciting than sitting in Yankee Stadium for 2.5 hours.
Well, at least you're surrounded by patient, kind people.
Yeah. That's true.
How about the guys doing the play-by-play?
So anyway, that reminds me of the time back in 2009.
Well, that's good.
Hey, North Carolina is the the number 1 preseason AP Top 25 men's basketball. How about that, Tom?
A little early, isn't it?
Season's changing. No, this is the preseason college basketball. Never mind. And hey, by the way, there's not expected to be any significant news today related to concussions or roughing the passer penalties or Washington owner Dan Snyder when the NFL owners meet in New York this afternoon. Snyder's ownership of the Washington football team is a big issue, but evidently Snyder, according to reports, hired private investigators and told people he has enough information to expose fellow owners and the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell.
At the team owners' meeting today, it's also Prostitute Day.
Oh!
So the actual meetings won't take place until a little later.
And we've got a world record coming up.
Okay, so and Doug LaDouche, candidate for office. These famous midterm elections are very, very busy, very important. We'll be hearing from.
He's looking more and more viable, isn't he?
Yeah. Got this letter here real quick. I pulled a Chick McGee this week on my pigskin pick'em. Thank goodness I didn't double shock anything.
What does that mean,
Joel?
He didn't do very well?
Apparently he had a rough week. But you can enter starting today. It's the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. What's at stake? The Big Green Egg Mini Max. Just pick all the winners in this week's NFL games. And, of course, our week runs Thursday night through Monday night. So you've got until Thursday evening to make your picks. You don't have to pick against the spread. Just pick all the winners, and you could be the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. The Mini Max. We'll find out who won Week 6. Probably tomorrow.
And when we come back with sports, I'll have the answer. Who has the most hometown players in the National Football League?
Wow, all right.
Apparently. I haven't checked this, but I'm just going to let it fall out of my mouth and see what happens.
Coming up, Doug LaDouche, candidate. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
I think it's time for a mission statement. Ladies and gentlemen, the mission of the Bob and Tom Show. In these troubled times of the midterm elections.
There's Pat Godwin. There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Got a lot going on over here.
And Tom's causing problems already, so I'm just going to hopefully perpetuate that.
Let's see now. We have a couple things.
You asked the question, what NFL team has the most players that are from the hometown that the team's in?
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's somewhere in Florida, California, or Texas, because they famously have massive... I'm narrowing it down to like 7 teams.
Town or state?
Okay, you know what? Everyone pick one.
I think
this is the kind of conversation your wonderful questions start.
Okay, F off. I'll say the Cowboys then. How about that? Are you happy? Is everyone happy?
It's not the Cowboys.
I'm trying to have fun.
This all started when the guy from California sued Texas Pete's barbecue sauce for being made in North Carolina.
That's how this started?
Yes, because it's reasonable. Texas Pete is some guy's nickname, so you could have Jersey. They've got Jersey Mikes.
Jersey Mike subs are everywhere.
Right. So Jersey Mike is his nickname. So the point then I just, out of curiosity, I was wondering what NFL team has the most
So now you're
guys playing
saying
from their state?
They have to have
mean, can you
players
imagine-
only from their state.
Wouldn't that be an interesting league?
You're saying state now, not city.
He had always said state.
He did say
He did
state.
say state?
Yeah.
Okay. Cincinnati is first. Cleveland is second. That's the information I got.
They have the most
Ohio.
players from Ohio?
Don't ask me any more questions. I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, I have to agree with my son's logic. I would assume it would be either California, New York, or Florida.
I'm just
maybe
saying.
Texas.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That
Did
that's
you do any
the
research?
information I have. No.
So just some
My
random,
research
some
of the people.
rando texted you.
I trust the people and I trust the randos.
Okay. Then I got this correction.
Because a rando I might hire to take care of you.
We were talking about the fact that someone said that Josh was saying that, what is it, St. Louis is in St. Louis County.
Josh,
Yeah, I was mistaken.
he says so
Why are
much.
you mistaken?
I think St. Louis City is not part of a county. I think the man's right.
I think that counts. I think that counts. If a city is not part of a county, it should be noted.
I thought, I don't know.
I think San Diego's in San Diego County.
I
They
thought you
call it
had to
North
be.
County and
I
South
thought every city's part of a county. Then this guy goes, no. In Louisiana, they call counties parishes. So you're wrong.
I wasn't.
Well, that's just splitting.
Well, that
hairs.
sounds like something you'd say.
Yeah.
I just want to be correct. It's not a county. It's a parish.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I just want to be correct. It's not a state. It's a commonwealth.
And then I thought it was an amazing surgery. These brilliant scientists and physicians that operated on this guy on his brain, and he was playing
once again,
sax during the operation.
You
and
didn't
guys
hear any
poo-pooed
of
it.
us. No. Of course it's amazing. But you're acting like it's never been done.
Right.
It's on a weekly basis. They're operating on their brain.
Or they're asking them questions, asking them to do math problems.
I got this one.
I had never heard of saxophone before, though.
Yeah, and this guy writes, if you think a sax is amazing, bass players perform with no brain at all. Christy, you want to back that up? That's just mean.
That is
hard.
Wow.
Sorry, Willie.
You hear a very sad bass line.
Boom, 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 boom.
It is the season of politics, the midterm elections. I'm sure. I'm sure
You like
that you're
this
all
time of year, Josh?
enjoying all those great commercials on TV. Sometimes I wonder if they just film one commercial and that just put different guys' heads on it. As they're, looking serious, talking.
could.
To people. Here, I'm talking to this person. This looks serious.
What the hell is this?
But this is leading up to, of course, the great Doug LaDouche.
I'm Doug LaDouche, and I approve this ad. I'd like to talk to you about an important issue none of the other candidates seem to be willing to discuss. An issue that impacts tons of good, everyday citizens like you guys. I'm talking about ghosts. Did you know that most cities in America have, like, a whole bunch of ghosts? And almost all of them are here illegally. My opponents won't talk about it. Maybe because they're scared. And I get it. Ghosts can be very spooky. They float through walls and turn lights on and off and go, ooh, and stuff. That is why I, Doug LaDouche, are the person you should vote for. I'm not too afraid to talk about ghosts, and I'm not too afraid to get to the bottom of why they're haunting us and how we can get them to knock it off. And I vow to find answers to all the other great American mysteries, too, like the Loch Ness Monster and who really built the Grand Canyon. So, I'm not trying to threaten you or anything, but vote for me for president, or else, more ghosts.
Paid for by the Doug LaDouche for President Committee. Ted Fiegelman, Treasurer.
Ted Fiegelman, he knows how to write an ad.
Fiegelman can run a campaign.
Hell yeah. He's good. Doug LaDouche. I forget what he's running for, but just be sure to vote for him.
I don't think he knows what he's running
Oh, I'm terrified of ghosts. Who isn't? What else is happening in the world of sports?
The sports coming up. We got trouble on a golf course and
in River City.
No,
Capital T?
Arkansas, and we got a world record with David. That damn David Rush.
I love this one.
You do.
This one's scary.
Remember all this.
Scary.
He loves it.
Had to wear goggles. safety goggles.
Was he welding?
Cooking bacon?
Almost.
Oh.
We'll find out. He was not cooking bacon, but I like to wear goggles when I cook bacon.
I know you do.
Coming up, Wales in the news. We got a guy who's allergic to his own orgasms.
Poor
And really interesting thing for Star Wars fans. Happening in San Francisco. That's just fascinating. I think you'll like it very much, Josh. Real quick question. Do you remember the carbonite scene?
Oh, sure. Yeah, Han Solo's
Empire Strikes Back, I think.
Yeah, that's where he becomes frozen in carbonite.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Well, there's a tribute to that coming up in the news. Also, we have an interesting thing that happened to someone walking their dog that could have been deadly. We'll find out about that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Josh just ruined that.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
I've been known to ruin a thing or two. Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby, manning the track phone, hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Mailbag.
Mailbag.
You want to see mine? Oh, I see. I didn't know what you were talking about. Okay.
Scrotum joke. Willie mentioned Josh's banjo yesterday, and it got me thinking, if I bring my banjo to Josh's show in Cincinnati this Saturday, will he sign it for me?
Oh, my God. Why did you read that?
Sure.
Tom?
I was just handed this. I don't know. I don't edit these things.
Yeah, I'll sign it.
Right in the middle of his set as he's recording.
Well, don't do that.
After
the show, I will be saying hello to everybody. I will.
Okay.
Sign
Once
it
again,
for you.
Josh is at the Funny Bone in Cincinnati coming up this Friday and Saturday, recording his new album.
Yeah.
So thank you for that nice letter, Alan.
My first album. How about that?
Is your first?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never had the nuts to put out a CD before.
Well, we'll find out how it's going to go. I'm sure it'll be great.
It'll be wonderful.
This Friday and Saturday. In the meantime,
you haven't even recorded it and you don't care for it?
I'm just being silly.
I'll remind you that Willie G and Greg Hahn are doing something special New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. The Diamond Joe Casino in Northwood, Iowa, coming up New Year's Eve. So that's fun. But right now we turn back to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
An Arkansas man is suing a country club and car dealership for not being awarded a prize that was offered for sinking a hole-in-one on the course's 10th hole. Austin Claggett and his attorney have offered this evidence. The truck was parked next to the hole. There was a woman sitting on the tee box with a pair of binoculars and said, "This is the hole. If you get a hole-in-one, you win the truck." Morrilton Country Club, one of the oldest golf facilities in central Arkansas, located in Morrilton. Anyone who got a hole-in-one on the 10th hole would receive the keys to a 2022 F-150, thanks to a local dealership, J. Hodge Ford.
They gave him just the keys.
The competition was billed.
Technically, they didn't lie to him.
The title
tournament of
and the
century.
possession of the truck.
Actually, that could be better than what's happened.
Oh.
The gentleman, Claggett, who claims the hole-in-one, he never had a hole-in-one before.
No.
He was in disbelief when he heard from up on the 10th hole, you made it, after hitting the ball. When Claggett went to collect his prize, the dealership said he was out of luck. According to J. Hodge Ford, the club promoted the truck as a prize without their knowledge.
Oh, come on.
And they didn't have the proper time required to get insurance for the vehicle, they say. Without our knowledge, Morrilton Country Club promoted that this new truck would be available as a winning prize at the event, despite our agreement that it would be for display purposes only.
Wow.
No.
J. Hodge Ford of Morrilton would like to extend their sincerest apologies to the community for this misunderstanding, and we look forward to seeing everyone in the future.
Oh.
I mean, there's a chance that they didn't agree to it at all.
Yeah, but at this
don't
point,
you kind of have to...
when it comes to public relations.
Right.
They made an offer, according to Claggett, the guy who hit the hole-in-one. He said they made an offer. They said anybody who pays the entry fee and comes here and hits a hole-in-one, they win the truck. I accepted that offer. I paid my $375. I showed up. I made a hole-in-one. I got no truck.
Yeah?
Is this a country club?
Yeah.
No, it's Morrilton Country Club.
No, I'm just saying. So then I would think they would have the liability.
Lawsuit seeks damage valued at the truck sticker price about $53,000. That's a nice truck.
Oh, see, the guy's not being egregious here.
No.
As well as the cost and legal fees.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He just wants what he is rightfully owed.
I can't imagine how you could defend that. But why wouldn't you just go, yeah, go ahead.
All these tournaments do that. They almost always have a car or a truck. And there's an insurance policy you buy.
Well, if they say they didn't have enough time to procure said insurance.
Well, who's ever in charge of the tournament's a jackass.
Yeah, somebody is in trouble.
Why don't they just give them the truck and put a sign on it? This is the hole-in-one truck, and get it so much goodwill after instead of sorry, no truck. We'll see you.
Exactly.
Come on
They
out
should
here.
have tried to work this out.
Or his competitor should go on TV.
Dude,
at Joe Smith Ford, a deal's a deal.
Yeah. And we'll prove it. Hey, man, we'll give you a truck.
Oh Lord. That is a can of worms.
But
that's a fist fight in the parking lot.
So, but when whoever drove the truck over there, didn't they see the sign saying "hole-in-one"?
Who knows?
All right, well, it sure sounds like a nice truck.
Yeah, just another reason I don't golf. I'm an incredible golfer. But I just choose not to play. David Rush.
It's selfish, really. The world deserves to see you go.
That's the only problem that hurts. People should see this talent.
I'm seeing 3-on-1 strangulation.
A graceful swing.
Cracking people up out there.
So you're saying if he's in a foursome?
Are you saying I'm in the foursome?
Yeah.
I'm their celebrity in quotes.
Yes.
What do you think about the 11th, the 12th?
That's being generous.
All the other three start strangling me. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Homer Simpson style.
Two iron
about
to
right,
the back of the head while you're doing one of your little quips.
Man, that's got to hurt, huh?
That must hurt.
One of your little quips? You wouldn't be speaking to anyone by the 11th hole.
Hey, does your husband play? Stuff like that.
Chick McGee.
Yeah, classic chick. David Rush, he set a Guinness World Record for the most lit candles in his mouth.
Wow.
This is really
Are they
cool.
birthday candles? Are they big
they're
candles?
They're real long, slender candles, obviously. But I'm
sure that's what he.
How many?
Back in 2019, David celebrated the 100th Guinness World Record title by fitting 100 lit candles in his mouth. After someone tied that record, he's vested it with 105 candles. To successfully take back the record title, David placed a total of 150 lit candles in his mouth and held them there beyond the minimum time of 30 seconds.
Wicks out, by the way.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
They won't stay lit in your mouth.
This is the American record.
It says lit.
They do it with the wicks out. Good point. And he's got goggles on to protect his eyes when they light him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
David says he's already looking to break his 250th Guinness World Record in the future.
Oh, I bet he was tasting wax for a while.
Mm-hmm. He's got, it's way.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
It makes me gag just looking at it.
Willie, did you ever have braces?
No, never.
Oh, okay. Did you know when you get braces, they give you this wax to put on them to make sure your lips don't snag and stuff? But I had braces as an adult when I first started here.
Sure,
remember?
you did.
Yeah.
And I had more wax in my mouth than the perverted night watchman at Madame Tussauds.
Very nice.
You can hear more music like that.
Opening
Is
cuts
that
from the
going to be in your
album.
special? Please say yes.
So you're implying
that's going to be on the album.
That the Night Watchman. Now, was he going down on the entire cast? Or?
Tom, that's a question that you've asked many people. That is a joke I could never get to work live.
Really?
Yeah. It would barely get a laugh.
You just laughed.
I can't understand that.
Oh, I don't think
That's
Madame
very
Tussauds
funny.
is that well known, really.
Oh,
You don't think so?
Is it hard to get out? The perverted night watchman and Madame Tussauds.
Oh, I had it down, man.
Yeah, because
Have you tried using the word wax museum? Right here?
Yeah, instead of just don't.
Yeah, we're going to help you with this.
Yeah, maybe.
Gunk it up.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Madam.
Perverted night watchman in a wax museum.
Yeah,
I was
there you
trying
go.
not to repeat the word wax.
Yeah,
is the
I
thing.
can see that.
Yeah.
Now, this world record. Have you seen the picture, Christy?
No.
I mean, it's unbelievable how many. Look at this. Here we go. Look at his mouth, and it looks like he's got a. It looks like Willie smoking a giant blunt.
Okay, there's nothing to bring that
Listen
into
how
this.
listen
I don't know
how
what I
it's
did. I'm just sitting over
aren't
here at
they-
work having a
aren't
nice
they-
morning.
Drugs.
Aren't they crazy thin candles?
Yeah,
too?
but still, it's amazing. And then the great thing you don't see here. You can see this picture, Christy?
Yeah, I
and
see
right
it. I
after
have it right
this,
here.
his wife comes in to put the fire out with the fire extinguisher, and instead she just hits him over the head with it and says, "Do you know who your children are?" Does Mr. Rush have a job anymore?
Blame her.
I think he's still a
thought he was
teacher,
a
right?
I thought he was an engineer.
He's a teacher.
Okay.
Right?
I'd like to see
I
him
thought
do
he
this.
worked in the circus.
I'd like to see him do this with M80s.
Oh. Did I get the record?
Yeah, you got to get him out
Yeah,
just in time. where you-
We're very excited here on the Bob and Tom Show to have David Rush with us. David, how was that last, the M80 world record? How was it? It was okay.
I didn't realize he had his own website, davidrush4stem.com.
I'm there all the time.
I'm there all the time.
I love David Rush.
It's his home website on his iPhone. He opens it up. Bingo.
Does he have merch?
Oh, yeah, of course. We got to get him in here. We've talked with David on the phone. We've got to get him in here.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember him being less than thrilled to be chatting with us.
Yeah.
Let's keep it at just a
The
phone
pride
call,
of Boise.
okay?
I think we should set him up with some kind of record he can do here in our parking lot or something.
Let's not.
Yeah, I want to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
It's as if none of us-
congratulations, David. Another record on his way to 250 world records.
Cool.
Wow.
Very
Nowhere
exciting.
near the record for world records. I think it's like 800.
But these are all legit world records.
Well, those
Oh,
aren't
yeah,
fake
legit.
ones.
Yeah,
No,
like
it's not like the world's longest
candle.
fingernails. I mean, there's stuff that you just can't do.
It's a world record.
Have to be, in that case, mentally ill for 40 years to have the world's longest
Oh,
fingernails.
my.
And it seems to me you had 100 candles in your mouth. Thank you.
Thank you. Nothing happened but him laughing.
I'm
Thank
doing
you.
stuff I refuse to do.
Oh yeah, you said no to that one.
Good for you, Pat.
Now we're going to do one more for Christy Lee. Is that right, Pat?
Sure.
Something that she missed for last week. Okay. Do you want to? Do you know which one you're going to do?
I gave you a list there. You could pick whatever you'd like.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll look that
She
over.
missed a
then.
couple of things.
Christy, you had a good vacation. You missed a lot of great moments on this show.
Uh-huh.
But you didn't miss the one yesterday, the coconut tribute.
Yeah.
Can we come
No,
back
I
to
was
that?
here for
Sure.
that.
That was fun.
Okay, good. And then we
Yeah,
have
but
a,
Christy was here for that.
and we also have a broccoli. The broccoli tribute is fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
You're just talking in circles, aren't you?
Yeah.
Would you like to hear the broccoli tribute?
Sure.
Okay.
When we come back.
When we come back, we'll get to that.
Sure, who is it?
Also coming
Why
up.
do we have a broccoli tribute?
Well, that's the thing.
That's a good
You-
question.
You missed a huge news story
Something about
involving
farts?
the
About
future
broccoli?
the future of the universe.
Yeah, something.
Plus, we got the guy allergic to his own orgasms.
Yeah.
We'll find out about what that's all about.
At you.
Well, there goes that joke.
There goes that show.
that was just low hanging fruit.
Oh, I see. So not only did I ruin the joke, I ruined a very easy
Yes,
joke
right.
that
yes.
any child
Yes.
could have made. I quit.
You impatient hack.
Are you happy now?
You see, he's allergic to his own orgasms, so Josh went, achoo. You see what happened there?
No, I saw what happened.
It was funny.
You got one of our great employees to walk out.
Yeah, just because you
Again.
thought.
He'll be back. I'm buying lunch this afternoon at a
Again.
steak place. He'll be back. When we come back, we're going to be hearing from Mr. Godwin.
Sure.
With your tribute to broccoli, which is much sexier than it sounds, Chris.
I bet.
I know you like a nice broccoli, do you?
It's all right.
It would have been a lot better if you'd said, "I love broccoli."
I
song."
love broccoli.
Can't wait to hear this song.
Yeah.
Okay. What a liar she is. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, This is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my coffee mate. Coffee Mate Pina Colada and Thai iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal. At night.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
I can't wait to hear about broccoli. I'm serious.
What about the Brain song? That's the one you want to hear about.
Is that the one I want to hear?
You've been polishing that turd back there, Pat?
Yeah, I did an autopsy on it.
That's Pat Godwin.
Put some new life in it.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby, manning the track phone hotline. Hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. A lot going on. I'll remind you we have the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. You pick the winners this week in the NFL, and this week's official start time is Thursday evening. So get those picks in today. bobandtom.com/contest. You could be the winner of a Big Green Egg Mini Max, and you get to go in the shoe-in of the week with Mr. McGee. Now, a couple things coming up in a few minutes. We have the broccoli song. Is that correct?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited about that. Also, we have in the news, Josh, be prepared here.
Yeah.
We have in the news a guy who is allergic to his own orgasms.
At you.
He's going to need 2 tissues.
Got allergies.
Yeah.
The allergies hand.
Up
Very
and
good.
down.
You can't mix it's like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters. You got to keep the one separate from the other. Thank you very much. Now, let's get back to the action here. We have. So sorry. Could you
Hello, shut up, Bob and Tom Show. Hello.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Hey,
Hi,
Donnie.
How are you?
Guess what? I had to meet with a lawyer yesterday.
What's
now
wrong?
what?
Well, my
You're
idiot
not
cousin
getting any
Lonnie-
more money, Donnie.
No, Christy, this gets better. Lonnie's taking his ex back to court.
How come?
Because he needs cash. He's asking for more child support, and he wants me to help him out. Because Lonnie bought the rights to a Blockbuster video store in an empty building next to Booney's.
Oh, really?
He needs her to give him some cash so he can keep his store from going in the rear.
Good luck.
He's already printing business cards. Do you guys know when you get a lawyer, they want a retainer from the start?
Yeah.
Sure.
It ain't got nothing to do with dental. You have to give them money before they'll even talk to you.
Uh-huh.
Hell, even a common street whore will let you know the prices up front for free. These damn attorneys charge you for everything. If they write you a letter, you get charged. They call you on the phone, charged. They did give me a free bottle of water.
Oh, nice.
But who knows? I ain't got the itemized bill yet. Said it was free. I swear to God, if they bill me for it, they'll be getting a phone call from the law office of Peter Francis and Geraci because I'll just sue their ass. You know, this lawyer chick wanted a $4,000 retainer fee.
Wow.
I know, she's that expensive. I can't imagine what the men make in that office.
Oh, Donnie.
I was like, you know how many scratchers I could buy for $4,000? Hell, I'd be so rich off the winnings, I'd have to start paying you child support, Christy.
That'd be nice.
And I never thought I'd see a day when a person could be too poor to sue another person for their hard-earned money they've earned regular. It's all politics, man. So Lonnie's probably going to come up short and have to sell his new Blockbuster, Livestock and Barrel. What a world we live in.
Yeah.
I'd better run. Whippy's got his G.I. Joes in the air fryer again. Get him out.
New Blockbuster video. That those franchises are going for top dollar. I'm sorry, we were at the sports desk. Is that correct?
Well, no, I heard the sports is over, by the way. Thanks for paying attention. There's Pat Godwin. I heard a note from the keyboard.
Oh, okay. Now we got to explain the broccoli story for you. Now, Christy, you were gone last week, so you missed this tribute to broccoli. Broccoli was in the news because of some science out there involving gases This is from,
broccoli makes me gassy.
you probably didn't grab this on the plane. The Astrophysical Journal.
No, I didn't. I read Movie Maker. Go on.
Broccoli gas could help scientists pinpoint life on other planets. Apparently, broccoli emits gases called this is a hard one, methylation.
Good job.
That floats into the atmosphere. If these gases are detected in the atmosphere of other planets using telescopes, it could indicate the presence of life. And apparently, broccoli is a big producer of this. So,
is this broccoli just produces it?
It's
not we produce it from eating broccoli.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Pat, you have a tribute to broccoli.
This is just the simple broccoli. Here we go.
If you search for fiber, walking through the produce aisle, there they are, I used to call them trees. Put a pat of butter on them after they've been steamed, and then drizzle a little Velveeta cheese. Broccoli is healthy, have you heard? Helpful for your digestion. Broccoli builds a mighty turd, the whisked broom of the lower intestine.
Oh, God.
That was just for you.
And it was on such a nice path.
Was it?
Yes. Broccoli doesn't make you gassy? Broccoli, Brussels sprouts,
makes everybody
cauliflower.
Yeah, I think it all kind of, it all has that effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that song, by the way, I heard Billy Joel talking about that song.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I'm totally serious. And Mr. Joel likes to typically with his songs, as a general rule, he'll have the music first, and then he'll compose the lyrics.
Okay.
And that one, he was working it out with the band, and I believe his drummer's Ace. It's Liberty DeVito, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe Liberty heard the melody and started singing "Sodomy," ba 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 ba, and Billy said, "I better come up with something quick."
Who believes that?
Nobody.
I'll bet you $10,000.
$10,000? That's a true story.
It's a true story, absolutely.
What's the real song? What do they say?
Honesty.
Honesty. Okay, thank you.
But now that you have that in your head, though, it kind of takes away some of the romance, doesn't it?
Yeah, Billy Joel wrote a song about me. Christy Lee, Christy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great song.
That also started out sodomy.
Yeah. And it was still about you.
Catholic girls.
Well, sodomy isn't just that.
But right now, I think
True.
obviously we need a palate cleanser, and apparently we're doing a double dose today, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby.
Yeah.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
It's Halloween season. What do panda ghosts eat?
Oh, what do panda ghosts eat?
Bamboo.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Okay.
Bamboo.
See, I get the feeling, though, he's trying to capture the lightning in the bottle that was Baboon.
Baboon.
Oh, that's
yes.
so good.
I don't think that's that.
That is a good one, though.
I can't.
Yeah.
You know what else is a good one? Omaha Steaks. That's right. Omaha Steaks isn't just steak. It's the best steak of your life, guaranteed, much like that's the best joke of your life.
Well,
guaranteed not applicable. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout to get $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Omaha Steaks.
Delicious and delightful. We turn to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have we missed?
In a recent case study, doctors described the case of a man who developed an allergy to his own orgasms.
This is fascinating.
The bizarre and rare affliction left him unable to pursue sexual and romantic relationships, I can imagine. Doctors eventually were able to treat his problem using a simple over-the-counter antihistamine.
Oh, thank goodness.
The condition known as post-orgasmic illness syndrome, or POIS, sufferers, mostly always men, experience symptoms similar to hay fever or a flu following ejaculation, like fatigue, itchy eyes, stuffy or runny nose, and even memory problems.
What am I doing here on the subway?
I thought you were my wife.
Sorry, I didn't call you. I forgot about you. And my eyes are itching. I got to wear glasses when I do this.
I think the amnesia rumor was started by women, probably.
I think you're right.
And then he didn't call me.
Wow. Maybe roll over and take a nap. That'll be helpful.
I thought everybody rolled over and took a nap. I thought fatigue was part of the deal.
Itchy eyes.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, it's like an allergy.
I guess. Careful where you aim there, Chief.
That probably, that'd be burning eyes.
Yeah.
An Australian woman has discovered what turned out to be a huge whale penis that washed up on a Queensland beach. A TikTok video of the large severed animal part went viral. The woman said, quote, "With the help of TikTok and marine biologists, I think we have figured out what that weird animal thing is. It's a whale penis."
What?
Wildlife scientist Dr. Vanessa Perrotta suggested that it could have been bitten off by a killer whale.
Or an angry ex.
Yeah, but the matter remains a mystery.
Moby Dickless.
I'd read that.
That's a fine parody right there.
The kids were seen on the beach playing jump rope with the thing. What the? So the suggestion then is that the whale's still out there?
Yeah, that's the suggestion. That somebody just bit off his...
Wow. Well, he used to be a sperm.
I told you.
He used to be a sperm whale.
Yikes.
Is there a picture of this thing?
Do you want to see a whale penis? I can show it.
I know
to you.
there's one famously in that museum
in Iceland.
Oh, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ask and you shall receive. It is. It looks like a human leg.
Wow.
Without a foot.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's very, very gross.
Scary.
Is it still attached or
no?
No, it's just a.
Which one are you looking at, Christy? The one in the museum or the one in the?
No, that's.
Ooh, that's on the beach there. It's really bitten off.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yikes.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Yeah, has the condom on.
Yeah, at first glance, I don't think you know what it was.
Eel skin.
Very, very, very uncomfortable to see that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of whales, a father-son fishing trip off the Jersey shore nearly ended in disaster when a whale breached just inches away from their boat.
Oh, I saw the video of this.
23-year-old Zach Pillar captured the moment on video, which shows the water bubbling and dozens of fish jumping before the humpback's head emerges next to the 18-foot boat built by his
it's
dad.
crazy. All of a sudden, the water looks like it starts boiling, and then fish, and then you go, what is this? And then this giant whale comes out.
It breaches the
Does he go,
surface.
hey, have you seen my penis?
Yeah.
Raises its head above the boat's midship. It missed the vessel by mere inches. Pillar can be heard shouting in disbelief while his father continues to reel in a catch. Not going to lose a fish over that.
Well, it was on the Jersey Shore, so the whale had a tribal tattoo and a spray tan. What is it again? Tan? What is it? Tan?
Gym tan laundry?
Gym tan laundry.
That's what those Jersey Shore fellas were always getting up to before they went out to the clubs.
Yeah.
GTL? Yeah.
What are they doing? What are they doing now?
I don't know. One's a DJ. I think one does improv, actually, kind of oddly enough. But yeah, they're around.
Opening sad discos. Tuesday night we got
sad disco sounds fun.
Tonight at the sad disco.
Nothing but ballads.
Now, Pat, have you been polishing the song over there?
About the brain?
The brain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You ready to give it another crack?
Yeah, I could. The problem is that it's a dirge, and so it kind of moves slowly, and so the lyrics aren't exciting.
We'll be patient.
All right,
Did you adjust the final line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The setup on this is an amazing news story out of Italy. Scientists and physicians got together to do brain surgery on this person.
I'm a doctor.
And the patient was asked during the course of the 9-hour surgery to repeatedly play the violin.
No, it's saxophone.
Oh, sorry. This is your fault.
My fault.
You kept.
This happens every week, and it was I'm the one who said I've seen it.
At Padilla International
the violin.
Hospital in Rome, 35-year-old patient was asked to play the saxophone.
Played the saxophone throughout the surgery,
Yeah.
so they could. They were trying to pinpoint certain aspects of the geography of the brain, so they could keep going. It's amazing, and the guy was awake, obviously, the whole time.
Right.
And you have a tribute to this guy?
Yeah, and I can't play sax, but I can play a little piano. Here we go. In the surgery room. Here we go. Maybe I might not make it if you're not the surgeon that you should be. Maybe I will never be the same. Don't speak as goodly as I should leave. I had to get a second opinion. I didn't mean to be unkind, but you are currently in my mind. You are currently in my mind. A little better.
That's very nice.
Yeah. That's right.
Now, the second verse is where the jokes are. Right?
Oh, my goodness.
As goodly as I shouldly's a joke.
That was the only joke.
See, now,
was that your Willie Nelson voice?
I gave it a little Willie. I can't do Willie that well, but I just gave it a nasal touch.
Do you think when you do stuff like that, are you helping Pat or hurting Pat?
Sorry.
I could have gone Elvis or Willie. I thought Willie was funny.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Did Elvis have a big hit with that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll try part of it as Elvis. Just for...
Okay. Thank you, Ace. Maybe I did not make it. Now, see, it's funny. That sucks, too.
I kind of like that as the king.
Speaking of science, 1 in 6 adults report feeling stressed from the moment they wake up.
Well, no kidding.
A new survey commissioned by Cliff Bar found 39% of adults feel drowsy when they first get up.
Cliff Bar.
Duh.
Wait a second. Are you...
That's what it says. 30% said they feel like they never want to get out of bed. 66% admitted they were so tired in the morning they slept straight through their alarm at least twice a week. The poll also found it takes people on the average of 33 minutes to feel human in the morning.
But if they eat a Cliff Bar, only 15 minutes.
Is that do they?
They don't go into the advertisement for the Cliff Bar, but maybe that does help.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you feel stressful right away when you get up?
I don't.
No, I don't.
I do.
On certain days of the week?
No.
Every day.
You're immediately stressed every day, Pat?
It goes away, though, about 10 minutes.
Well, still.
Why? What do you wake up worrying?
Anxious, yeah.
2 mimosas and you're okay?
A eye opener and I'm
I
fine.
believe I'll have me a bracer.
A little Bloody Mary.
Half a Vike.
Half a Vike's better than none.
Now, do you get more stressed if you come in here? We don't have any creamer. I know I do.
No, if I don't have any songs is when I get stressed.
Well, you've got some good ones coming up.
I hope.
We got that going for you. That's an interesting survey. What is it again? 39% of people are immediately stressed as soon as they wake up?
Right.
Ah, man.
I bet it's higher than that.
Yeah, it hits me hard.
That's just not right.
No.
I mean, you shouldn't be that nervous. You shouldn't be that
Oh,
worried
okay.
about
Well,
that.
everybody...
I wake right up. Do you wake right up? You're ready to go.
No, God, no.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, well, we got to.
But now
Yeah,
that you've got a handle on this, Tom, I'm sure it'll cut down. Didn't you just offer some sage wisdom like stop it or something?
Pretty much. Hey, knock it off.
Knock it off. Get a new attitude. Am I right? Turn that frown upside down.
Yes.
Don't be stressed.
No, I'm just saying. It's kind of sad that we're all so stressed these days.
Do you drink caffeine before you come in here?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't have time.
You don't have time. You make a smoothie. You
Take the dogs out.
take the dogs.
Yeah, listen to all those things. He doesn't have time for that.
I don't like to drink coffee while doing other things.
Oh, that's right. You don't like to make coffee at home. I
I
forgot.
don't like to drink in the car.
Do you ever make love in the morning?
As long as nobody's home.
You don't like to drink coffee in the car.
I prefer not to.
What? That's fun.
But
Are you afraid of burning yourself?
No, I just like to focus on my driving.
Really?
What? Since when?
You like to focus on your driving.
Since I just thought of saying that.
Christy, do you have a coffee before you come in here?
I do not.
Yeah, either do I. This is my first.
I only make coffee on the weekends.
I love making coffee.
I do too. Grinding my beans. Oh,
Weekends you get up
grinding
and
your beans.
you drive somewhere.
No, you don't.
The coffee's out there.
I like not leaving my house.
Yeah. You heard her. She likes to flick the bean, then make the coffee.
Not say
That's a good
that.
Saturday morning.
I tried that Flick the Bean brand decaf.
Did you get smacked?
Okay, let's take a break.
Okay.
We have coming up a weird Edward Scissorhands story.
Yeah, we do.
I made these for you, Edward.
Paddington Bear story, and
Han Solo.
a super cool Han Solo story up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, a couple things going on. We have the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. Week 7 begins Thursday evening, so you've got until then to get your picks in. Just pick all the winners of this weekend's games, and you'll, by the way, win the Big Green Egg Mini-Max if you are our winner. And also you get to pick with Chick McGee on the famous Shoe-In of the Week. Once again, the Big Green Egg Mini-Max up for grabs. By the way, this Saturday, the North Texas Egg Fest in North Dallas will be taking place. So if you're around there, go check out some great food made on the Big Green Egg. Speaking of cool things you can win, this is brand new. We just started this yesterday. It's a beautiful Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles. Go to orangeinsoles.com for more information, or just tell us by going to bobandtom.com/contest. All we want to know is, what is your favorite Halloween-themed movie or TV episode? That's it.
Oh, very good.
No exposition necessary. Just tell it what it is. Josh, you're the big horror film fan in the room. Do you have a top 5 Halloween-specific movies?
Absolutely. The original Halloween. I'm going to throw it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown in there.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love all of the Roseanne Halloween episodes. Do you remember back in the day, like in the original run of Roseanne, every Halloween they had these great Halloween episodes. Those were terrific. There's a movie called Trick or Treat, not to be confused with Trick or Treat. That's also a movie.
Okay, who's going to stop him? Are we going to keep letting this go on for how long?
Trick
is he going
or
to do
treat?
it?
Yes. Yeah, apostrophe R.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Trick or Treat. That's great. And
did The Simpsons have a classic
the
Halloween?
Tree Houses of Horror are wonderful.
Every year.
When Sideshow Bob tries to get Bart when he's getting out of prison, I love that episode.
Those Halloween episodes are great.
Okay, so all you've got to do is send us your favorite. Once again, bobandtom.com/contest. At stake, we have, of course, Orange Insoles and a beautiful Yeti cooler. Yes, Willie?
Josh, is there like a Die Hard of Halloween movies? Like a movie that's not a Halloween movie, but Halloween happens during it and people call it a Halloween movie, kind of? Does that exist?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah, just curious. Just throwing it out there.
So Halloween happens during it, but it's not a scary movie?
Yeah, it's not a plot point.
Boy, I'd have E.T.
Yeah, E.T.
Yeah, E.T.'s a big one.
That's right, yeah. But are we in agreement that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Oh, get away, sure.
I certainly watch it every Christmas season.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
I think it is.
Yeah, you got to watch it every Christmas.
Yeah.
And did I hear there's going to be a sequel to A Christmas Story?
Oh, really?
I thought they already did.
Yeah, the trailer's out.
They already did one, didn't they?
They did. It's called A Summer Story or something like that with Charles Grodin.
Yeah, but it was called With 6 You Get... No, what was it? I'm not sure.
With 6 You Get April?
No, that's a different...
I liked that movie.
Well, we turn now to...
I liked all those silly movies.
To Christy Lee at the news desk.
Do you have
What
a favorite Halloween movie?
I don't.
There is no Mr. Magoo's Halloween.
No, there isn't, is there?
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't think you've ever watched a movie.
And there's a Garfield.
and enjoyed a movie in the traditional sense of enjoying a movie.
There's a Garfield Halloween special out there you should find, too. Your kids would love it.
Okay.
That's a classic.
Do your kids have 16 costumes picked out for this year?
A couple.
There is a costume change at your house during Halloween, correct?
Well, they usually have one at school and the one for trick-or-treating. And
it's not a Halloween party at school, though. Please
it is.
Please don't tell me.
The fall festival? Yeah.
It's a fall festival.
I think they're still going with Halloween. I don't think.
Well, we've got to call some.
I don't think
Well,
the politically correct police have invaded.
Petitions?
Well, I guess what I'm asking is, what is the costume this year?
I'm trying to. One of them is.
Dude, you better know.
Gryffindor.
Oh, so
Harry Potter
theme.
stuff again. Yes.
All right. Does she know that Hagrid died?
Yes.
Yeah, have you sat the kids down and said, hey, my sweet daughters,
I think
Hagrid has died?
We've said this a million times. No one enjoys death like our Christy Lee.
I know you're turning 10 next year. You might be expecting Hagrid to come give you your letter.
No,
sorry.
Worm feast.
No.
That's the most. Speaking of chilling and Halloween movie, that should be Christy going. Good morning, Christy. Well, good morning. Did you hear? Dun 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 dun.
Fact.
Sadly,
Robbie
Coltrane. Did you think that's a stage
Great name.
Yeah, he named himself after the great jazz musician.
Oh, I didn't know
he
that.
He picked it. Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah.
It's Leonard Fark.
He is in a very either underseen or underrated comedy called Nuns on the Run. He and Eric Idle.
It's seen enough.
It's a trip.
It's
boy, oh boy.
It's all right. They're dressed like nuns, Tom, and hilarity
very
ensues.
funny.
He was in a bunch of
It's an early Sister Act.
He's in a bunch of really good British
Absolutely.
TV shows you'd love.
Yes,
He
he
was
is.
in the
I know
Bond world, too.
I'm aware of Robbie Coltrane.
He died October 14th at a hospital in his native Scotland at the age of 72. Born Anthony Robert McMillan, Coltrane named himself in honor of jazz musician John Coltrane.
Tony McMillan's a pretty good name,
That's a
too.
good name.
That is.
When that movie came out, man, I thought he was going to tell me I was a wizard one day. He made a lot of kids really happy.
Hagrid will never die.
No.
Robbie, yes.
Right.
Like some pounds ago, people kept telling me that I look like Hagrid from because he has sad eyes like I do.
Oh,
yeah.
Who said you have sad eyes?
I have sad eyes. You know how my eyes go down at the end.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. See how they go down?
Oh, they
That's
do.
a puppet.
Yeah, they go way down.
You've got a real airport bar vibe. Does that make sense?
How's it going?
Where are you flying to?
Where are you flying to? Where am I flying?
An airport
wherever
vibe.
wherever I,
love
tell
that.
I tell you where I'm flying.
Airport
Wherever I tell the plane because I'm the pilot. What do you think of that?
You're trash.
I'm totally.
Can I get you another bill?
Can I get another pitcher of these?
Sir, that's straight vodka. Another pitch.
So to answer your question,
It's
yes,
terrifying to fly.
the girls were aware of
Okay.
the sad death of Robbie Coltrane, who played Hagrid.
Yeah.
Now, how did you break that news?
No, Finn ran in and she told me she
Saw it on the news or something.
saw it on her
It killed
iPad,
Hagrid.
and she understands that he was an actor.
What killed Brad?
Sure, I'm sure.
You know what? The world killed Hagrid.
I just said, look, in the politically correct world, a lot of people are doing anything to get distance from J.K. Rowling.
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah.
I had no
Just to
idea.
be politically correct, he offed himself. Oh, this guy's a great actor.
Love is alive.
Let's just do a little reset. All right. Hey,
Race.
Speaking of English things,
Yeah, it's English thing.
for my money, my top 10 movies of all time include both Toy Story 2 and Paddington 2.
Yeah, we have Paddington in the news.
Paddington in the news. If you haven't seen Paddington, those movies are amazing. As Chick McGee pointed out, when they made those movies, they actually found a real talking bear.
Who could act? It's amazing.
He's excellent.
He is quite.
He does an amazing. Why he didn't get an Academy Award? That coming up. Also, we've got NASA news involving electric cars.
And a Halloween costume you're encouraged not to wear.
Hitler?
Yeah, that is one of
Yeah.
them. Yes.
They
They got real mad at
Stay
that.
away from that one.
They don't want you to do that, do they?
Showing up at the door
Hitler.
and shake her eyes.
They don't want you to wear it. That's what
Will
I'm
you do
saying.
something about your son?
He's right.
No, of course he's right.
Right.
But a lot of things that are right.
Yeah.
Showing up at the gold.
Hey, it's a fake mustache, lady. Just give me the candy and shut up.
Boy.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
You don't want to do that, is what we're saying.
Don't.
You have to wonder if somebody ever was that
Prince
stupid.
Harry.
Zeke, trick or treat.
Prince
Insensitive.
Harry did it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do it.
Hilarious.
Yes, he did. All right,
Okay.
different times.
We'll be right back.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Hey, Fidelity. How can I remember to invest every month?
With the Fidelity app, you can choose a schedule and set up recurring investments in stocks and ETFs.
Oh, that sounds easier than I thought.
You got this.
Yeah, I do. Now, where did I put my keys?
You will find them where you left them.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Blatant hostility. It's our
trademark.
It's our trade. It's what we deal in.
I would disagree.
There's
but I
Chrissy
think-
Lee at the. Oh, we have another episode of Life with Tom coming up here in a moment. There's There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Got a letter over
Chick
here.
McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Christy had a story about a guy who's allergic to his orgasms.
Correct.
It's a fairly rare condition, but it exists out there. I'd never heard of it before.
POIS?
POIS, very good. Post-orgasmic illness syndrome.
Got this letter. Dear Bob and Tom, my wife is allergic to her orgasms. We've been married 26 years. So far, no problem.
Oh, God.
Sneeze in sight.
Sir, please just take your time. Just take your time. Have some fun together, all right?
See what happened there, Christy? She's never...
Yeah, I got it.
So sorry.
Poor woman.
And
You can
that
get
brings
out of
us
that.
to Life with Tom from the emails. This is from Charles. He was commenting on a part of the show he heard this morning. We were talking about a story about people have stress right when they wake up.
Sure.
Yeah. And, of course, Pat said, we were all asking each other, do you have stress when you wake up? And Pat goes, I have stress when I have no songs.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom shot back real quick, well, we were expecting more. And then, just as he's leaving the studio before the commercials played this past time, he looks at Josh and goes, that is a great color on you. That is a really nice...
It's a great color.
Nice color.
It's kind of a grayish...
And I said, that's a great looking shirt.
And
you
Tom said, that's an ugly shirt, but that's a great color.
What is wrong with you? He looks very nice.
You can't build people up too much. You gotta kind of keep them on edge.
Oh, no.
Tom Whiplash Griswold.
I'm very well aware that you don't like to build people up too much.
This is why I'm
a very nice shirt.
Fetal position most
Could
days.
we move forward here?
And then Christy goes, I don't know what's going on with him. He's talking to me in the break room and everything. I don't know what the deal is. Isn't that sad?
It's because he doesn't have the girls. He doesn't have the girls anymore.
What do you mean you don't have them anymore?
I'm spending 24 hours with this puppy. My hands are all sliced up.
The government finally step in.
Are your girls on vacation?
Yeah, but I've got the puppy. So I'm up at 3 a.m. with pajama bottoms outside. It's freezing, and I'm going, okay, come on, girl.
Gun show.
And she just starts to pee. I turn away to look at my phone. All of a sudden, she's gone. Ooh. She's deep into the woods next to my house. I'm running in there with my pajamas, chasing a small dog.
You know, one of the most important things you can teach her right now before her name is the touch command, so she'll come right to you.
What's the touch command?
What is that?
I'll show you at the break.
A dog that won't come when called is
Tom,
not
do
a
you
dog.
often find that when you're in the company of others, you will glance down at your phone, and when you look back up, they're
gone. I was just trying to figure out. I'm looking at the weather forecast, trying to figure out how GD cold it is out here.
Not go out with your phone. Perhaps.
Wait a second. You were outside experiencing the cold, and you wanted to see how cold it is outside, so you looked at your phone to see
I wanted to be able to quantify it in case I had to tell this story. I looked, and all of a sudden, Hattie, where are you, girl? Then I hear the sound in the woods, and I've got to find the flashlight on my phone.
I can tell you right now, she's embarrassed by her name. I can tell you that.
It's
Hattie. She's not a school teacher at Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
She's a dog.
Is she British?
Maid from Gone with the Wind.
Sweet name.
Hattie.
Little Hattie.
You're a Hattie.
So anyway, she's got teeth as sharp as
her name
spikes.
Hattie McBitty.
Scarthy McDougal.
Sounds like a beautiful, cute little
Another
dog.
sweet story in the news
I'm
today.
chasing a dog in my pajamas, and how the hell she got in my pajamas? I'll never know.
More than 1,000 Paddington bears and other teddies left in tribute to the late Queen Elizabeth II will be donated to a children's charity. The Queen became...
Cut to the bonfire behind Buckingham Palace.
The Queen became linked
Can you imagine?
to Paddington Bear and other British
Kings
national
off with their
treasure.
heads. I thought this was a little more humane.
After the two appeared together in a short comedy video during Platinum Jubilee celebrations earlier this year.
That was sweet, wasn't
to mark Queen Elizabeth's 70 years on the throne. It was very
So
sweet.
the Paddington Bears, is this charity by chance run by Prince Andrew?
I'll deliver them. I'll give them away.
Here, girls.
Mourners left thousands of tributes, including flowers and teddy bears, following the late monarch's passing.
I keep my jam
course,
sandwiches right here next to my vibrator.
That was in the sketch. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. But she went right
What
with
a
it.
sense of humor.
That's the royal double dogger.
Buckingham Palace and the royal parks said the bears left in tribute to the Queen will be professionally cleaned before being delivered to
Will they?
Barnardo's, a children's charity. Barnardo's, B-A-R.
Of course, the head of the Sharks from West Side Story, Bernardo, has gone on to become...
I said Barnardo's.
Okay, sorry. Now, I will once again recommend the movie Paddington. And
You should
Paddington
start
2.
hosting. You should start hosting a game show. There's nothing that anyone can mention that you can't relate to some memory that you have in the '60s.
Mm-hmm.
No
we'll
matter
call it
what the
60s degrees of separation.
Yeah, no matter what somebody's talking about. Oh, that reminds me of the West Side Story. Oh, well, that's the time of the Beatles. Oh, well, what about Ed Sullivan?
what about Kay?
Yes.
What about Von Beater?
You failed to mention Strawberry Alarm Clock.
By the way,
electricity, the electric flag, the
I'm
electric
currently
blues,
listening to the association.
or the prunes, whatever the hell they are.
Once again, the Electric Prunes. I forgot to tell Dean this. Now, Dean's been gone for a week. Hey, Dean, have you seen, what's that movie called? The Beer Run? The
Greatest Beer Run Ever?
Greatest Beer Run Ever. The Electric Prune song that no one had ever heard of is in that movie. Not great.
Well.
That's something.
I'd asked Dean to put it up on my board so I could play it for him, but I got a feeling he'll strike.
That's the song they call when you can't afford Creedence, you get this song. That's what
We were talking about this off the air. There's kind of an interesting thing going on here, because there are a whole bunch of Vietnam movies, Vietnam era, et cetera, but now some of the music is so associated with certain films, it's almost
it becomes difficult, doesn't it?
Yeah, like Fortunate Son.
Yeah, if you play Creedence, it's like, oh, you're trying to do Coppola.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, there are some songs you would never
like The Doors. You could sort of see in your mind a slow motion helicopter.
Oh, you'd
blade.
never hear the end in another.
No.
Anybody doing that would be silly.
But yeah, I kind of thought they did a nice job with the. What is it? I'm sorry. Is it the Greatest Beer Run
So
ever?
you watched that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, good for
Zac
you.
Efron.
What a boring conversation this is.
Well, I know you're over there buying shoes. This is only the biggest hit right now on television.
I'm not. It's just the most chilling words in our. When we come in here to work in the morning, I'm watching fill in the blank.
Yeah.
I'm reading fill in the blank. And we hear about whatever that was for the next 6 weeks.
So you're watching some obscure British show that no one's ever heard of.
You shout me down with.
King Charles is going to be on one of your favorite British shows.
I know, we talked about it, the Repair Shop.
Oh, yeah, the Repair Shop.
Oh, yeah.
Have you found out where the show is going to be?
I don't. I think I have to have him send it to me on the down low.
Did you see that King Charles is reinstated prima nocta?
You know what that is. Just a quick glance at what it is. You'll shriek in a horrifying
What
manner.
is it?
I mean, I couldn't believe it. It's a very bold move for him.
What is it?
It's
he gets to sleep with any woman who's about to be married.
Oh.
So, yeah, a king's right.
It's based
It's a horrible
the famous Tim Wilson piece about Prince Charles.
Sure, yeah.
Based on that idea. Mhm. Very, very good. Once again, I believe he says your balls will be a door knocker on the Tower of London. Right now, we have time to get one more quick story out of Christy Lee.
Okay, a pair of San Francisco bakers have created a life-sized Han Solo sculpture out of bread dough.
Rice-A-Roni? Oh.
Bread dough.
That is the San Francisco treat.
You darn right
It is. Hannah Lee Purvin and her mother, Catherine Purvin, co-owners of One House Bakery, spent weeks molding, baking, and assembling the 6-foot bread sculpture of the Star Wars character as he appeared after being frozen in carbonite in The Empire Strikes Back.
It looks just like that famous scene. Remember that where you can see his hand sticking out and he's emerging from
the... But it's bread?
The bread sculpture is called Pan Solo.
I like that.
That's very funny.
It's very, very, very
Pan,
good. Very good.
P-A-N.
It works better on paper, though, because it's pronounced Han, right?
Right.
Pan Solo.
Solo.
They should have gone with, for Baker, Luke Pie Walker. Bubba Fett Baguette. I don't know.
The dough eventually.
I like Luke
Boba
Pie Walker.
Baguette.
Bobo Baguette.
This is in San Francisco.
Yeah, the dough will be composted,
Did you read the whole
not
thing?
eaten.
The next thing they're going to do is they're going to recreate in bread all of the plaster caster ladies, starting with Jimi Hendrix.
Oh.
By the way, that one's gonna
There
be
we go.
one hell of a pumpernickel.
There we are. 60 degrees of separation.
Yep.
There we are. There it is.
The plaster casters? Sure.
Yeah.
What about them? It's famous. They're famous.
It's not from this century. I'm just saying.
Wouldn't you like to see a plaster cast of
someone else's dork? No, I don't.
No, not just someone.
Like a bread
one of
stick.
the masters of American music, Jimi Hendrix.
I'd rather hear him play something than, let's get a look at his.
This is a croissant.
Hey,
wow.
if you're listening...
I'm surprised after seeing that his records aren't issued on 12-inch EPs extended. Oh, never mind. Coming up, we're going to talk with our NFL correspondent, Kostaki Economopoulos, in a matter of moments. And I'll also remind you, we have our Pigskin Pick'em Challenge up and running. You could win the Big Green Egg Mini-Max. This is week 7. Of course, it starts off every Thursday evening, so get your picks in before Thursday. This week's NFL games, pick them, and maybe you could win that Big Green Egg Mini-Max. And you get to be on the Shoe-In of the Week with Chick McGee. While I'm at it, don't forget to go to bobandtom.com/contest and also check out the Orange Insoles thing we got going. You could win yourself a Yeti cooler full of cool Orange Insoles stuff. And check that out at orangeinsoles.com. We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Are you gagging on something?
Yeah, you're, never mind. There's Christy Lee at the news.
I don't gag.
Well, Christy, Christy, Josh is right. You've got to get your fans only page up and running.
Only fans,
There's
not
Pat
fans
Cott.
only.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, Pat. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cott.
Hey.
All right, thanks for responding. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey. You got all those sticks in there.
Thanks, Ace, very much. There's Josh Arnold. There's Tom Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here we go.
Here we go.
Are we going to hook up with Kostaki? There we go.
Kostaki.
How about this?
Kostaki Economopoulos, comedian, joins us. Kostaki is also our NFL fan. Yeah, what are you going to say?
He looks like he's at a small-town TV station in front of the weather map. And there's nothing happening.
But there's one
Green
leaf.
cloud.
Are you at your house, Kostaki?
Yeah. Regular setup. I tried a different lighting situation, so we'll see if it works out.
And once again, you are now a bachelor. Once again, living the single life.
Yeah, that's right.
How's that going?
It's good. It's good. Did you get the Dear Allie note from me?
We
last
did.
Week?
Yes. And did you get our responses?
I didn't. I haven't seen them yet, but I did get some tweets about it, so I know you guys discussed.
So, Christy, Kostaki had a conundrum.
Yes,
he went in for a very intimate medical procedure that takes place in the backyard, if you will, of his body.
Are you fine?
I had a colonoscopy.
He had the colonoscopy.
Okay.
And he found the
he had a butt.
He found the nurse
attractive,
very attractive, and he wondered, how can I go back and ask her out after having been she was a part of that.
It worked for Kenny Loggins. It'll work for you.
Mm-hmm.
He married the girl that did his.
The high colonic.
Yeah.
So we all said, Kostaki, go for it, man.
Yeah, why not?
And I think the best advice, I forget exactly who came up with it. It may have been Alsman, said take the entire crew that worked on you, maybe some cookies or maybe like a boxed baked good, so they don't think you're some weirdo who made it at home. And
I like this idea. Yeah.
Well, of course, nothing chocolate, but I think that goes without.
Are you sure she's
brownies? No pecan logs.
Yeah. Are you sure she's single?
No, I'm not. Actually, I
didn't feel a ring?
I doubt they wear a ring.
That's
that
pretty
good.
good.
Just to be clear, she wasn't in the, at least as far as I know, she was in the prep area, not in the
actual
final play area.
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so I did. I had.
Do you have her first and last name? I can Google her.
Did you chat her up?
I had a first name. And I went back. I had an appointment there for something completely unrelated in that cluster of buildings.
You wanted to get your golf ball back?
Have you seen my hat?
Hey, Kostaki.
I swear I fell on it.
Kostaki, I know. It's Chick. How are you, buddy?
Hey.
Here's the thing. Things I've learned over the past 3+ decades is that you don't ever bring anything that happens to you off the air that you really care about. You don't want to bring it on the air because these two
advice.
Specifically will rip it to shreds. So I'm pointing to Tom and Christy.
I have some questions. So when you met her, were you already wearing the medical gown?
She was the person who helped you kind of check in and do all that stuff, change into the gown and put
shave your vitals, and
shave you.
Yeah.
Did she say anything like that's an unusual name, or
what a wild curve your penis
has?
See what I mean?
Anything like that?
He wasn't erect yet.
See what I mean?
It's pretty direct.
That thing looks like an overcooked gyro. My goodness.
Pretty direct.
Okay, so wait a minute. You said you went back. Did you go back to visit her?
I did. I put on a nicer shirt and I practiced my little speech and
I like you. Pretty lady.
Yeah, you want to make sure you got that down before you walk in. Yeah. So she wasn't there.
Oh.
And so I wrote a note on the back of the intake form. And I said, hey, so I didn't hear back, but I put myself out there, and it's a win for me. Like, this is the kind of thing I would have never done before.
Good for you.
Good for you.
So wait a second. So did you say? Well, tell me. What did you say?
I said some version of, I was struck by your gravitas and kindness, and you were so easy to talk to. And if you're married, then just take it as a compliment and forget it all. But if you're not, let's have coffee. It was like super light and just like a compliment. And then I wrote
gravitas?
I did say gravitas.
What is that, like Latin for boobs?
It better be
Latin for hot.
That's how I felt. I just kind of, was
she
there.
What was she talking about?
Her.
World affairs?
Appreciate your gravitas.
As I stick this probe in your ass, I'm reminded of Putin attacking our friends in Crimea.
In the space. Yeah, that's right.
Good.
It was a classic note. Very nice of you. Did you leave your number?
I left a number and an email and some kind of some of my info out there in the world. Now this is, I may have underplayed this part. I didn't really remember this until later, but she walked me out in a wheelchair to the car and put me into a car with my wife and kid.
Oh.
She walked.
So if she remembered me at all, then she could remember that, or look it up on the forum, like pick up wife. Like, what kind of a douchebag, you know what I mean? Like, I've been free and clear for 6 months, but she doesn't know that.
You should have put ex-wife on there so she would know.
Didn't think I was gonna, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Anyway.
Well, the good thing is now that your former wife picked you up, and now that you've just been reamed medically, you're about to get reamed legally.
Yeah, it's nice.
Your ex-wife picked you up. That's it.
Yeah, well, we're trying to be good at helping. I mean, who else are you going to have pick you up from? You can't call Augie for that kind of a job. You know what I mean?
Well, you could, but
by the time you stop laughing, your appointment's over, I would think.
So anyway, I did it, and I'm happy that it's like boot camp of dating. If you can go hit on the colonoscopy nurse, you can do anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
So now I'm good. I'm in the game.
Yeah, you are. You're out there.
And I'm sorry, Christy asked you if she had a ring on, and did you notice?
I did not notice. I was laying down for most. I couldn't really see.
I assume she would probably be gloved up. Yes, wouldn't you think?
Well, not necessarily. It depends on what.
I mean, if she's putting that thing up your.
She wasn't doing that.
But yeah,
you don't want her to bareback you.
He said that like 5 times, and that's all you want to talk about.
This is an awkward.
Gosh.
You don't have to add with fake. Never mind.
Don't let the truth get in the way of Tom's narrative. He's doing his own thing over there.
There you go. You're right.
Kostaki, I think you have to go back. I
go
think,
back again?
No.
Yeah, no, I think you do. I think you do.
Let her know you're not married anymore.
You've got to go back and let her know that you're not married.
She thinks you have a wife.
Yeah.
This was your stepping stone. This wasn't the chick.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
or you can sit in the parking lot and try to figure out what car she's driving.
Get her
it's terrible advice.
You get her license. You Google that. You see if she has any open public records that you can get onto. I'm talking about alimony checks. I'm talking anything on the record.
You could go there and follow her.
I think I've done. I did my part. I'm good. I'm good.
No, you like her. You got to go back.
Yeah, follow her. Put the stock in Kostaki, right?
Walk up to her in the bar and go, maybe you don't remember me if I take my pants off and show you my ass. It might
recognize me.
No,
that's right.
Just say the word gravitas. She'll remember you.
Kostaki Economopoulos is our guest, newly single, and you passed your colonoscopy with flying colors.
I did. Yeah, that's another
flying
plus.
colors.
Yeah. Well, that's
you don't want that in a colonoscopy. Red, brown, green, purple.
No, I think it's very important that people get them of a certain age, and I'm glad you.
Yes, that's right.
Glad you got it. So very good, Kostaki. Now, you are officially our NFL correspondent. What's going on?
Oh yeah, Falcons won. Brady lost. Alabama lost. What's better, by the way? Sad Tom Brady or angry Nick Saban? Oh so
boy.
Delicious. Throw in a miff Jerry Jones, you got yourself a weekend. That's a Schadenfreude trifecta right there. That's I was one demoralized Bill Belichick away from the perfect weekend. Tom Brady was yelling at his offensive line this week. He was so mad he told the O-line to just speak to his lawyer. I
saw that footage, Kostaki. Isn't he just? Don't you want your guy talking to his teammates like that?
Here we go again.
Oh, boy.
Tom Brady can do no wrong.
Right.
He gets a pass.
Isn't he pumping up his line a little bit?
The entire world of the NFL is criticizing Brady for taking time off for Robert Kraft and taking weeks off and
That's right.
and being half in and the rest of the players can see you don't have to go show up for a walkthrough on Saturday when you got a game.
Well, they're not as good as him.
That says team, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
He
did take Saturday off for the walkthrough to go to a wedding,
right?
Which
he's allowed to because he is Tom Brady. It's
that's right.
Simple.
Now, do you know whose wedding it was?
Coming on the heels of right.
Kostaki.
Of course he
What's
does.
that?
It was Robert Kraft's wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you get him a present?
Robert Kraft. Yeah.
Please, dear God, ask Tom what Tom got him. Please, dear God, ask him.
I got him. I got him some gift cards for some spa treatments at a
It's nice.
at a strip mall clean and jerk somewhere in Florida. What do you call those places?
Thoughtful. Jack Shack.
Jack Shack.
The old Jack Shack.
Clean and jerk.
A rubbing tub?
Robert Kraft got married. It's the only way he could get a ring without Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a little. I don't know. He you could hear what he was saying actually in some of the clips. He said, "You're so much better than the way you're effing playing." Right?
Yeah,
that's what he was screaming at them. Which is a compliment in there, but it's kind of defensive. It's a little bit like, "You're better than this." I didn't say you're a bitch. I said you're acting like a bitch. You know what I mean?
Classic.
It's a little like it's weird to me that Tom can get separation, but his receivers can't. Seems. Yeah.
Apparently, he's seen without a ring. Wedding ring.
Yeah, something's not right with Brady this year. It's like he's separated from victories. Do we have the rim shot machine for the next 7 of these?
Oh, sure. Hang on a second. You got him over there?
It's
Chuck?
like, I got him. It's like he's divorced from wins.
Yeah.
It's like he's seeing other outcomes. It's like Tom and victories
I didn't get the outcomes thing, and I'm not going to give you the rim shot unless I kind of sort of get it. What are you doing?
Something's not right with Brady this year. It's
Okay.
like he's separated from victories. It's like he's seeing other outcomes.
Okay.
You see?
Seeing other women.
Try using the word gravitas.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
It's like Tom and victories are having irreconcilable differences. It looks like he might wind up separated from the playoffs. Huh?
Oh.
Giselle's lawyers are so good, they've frozen his wins.
Central theme
I like
here.
that one. That's very funny.
Well,
Loser of the
because you've
divorce.
had your income frozen. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Loser of the divorce gets custody of Antonio Brown. Huh? Usually when a Florida man and his wife have it out, it involves crystal meth, a Waffle House, and an alligator.
Very good.
I like the alligator touch. Yeah, very nice.
See, Brady got fined for the kick in the infamous roughing the passer play from last week, which made me think of that old MasterCard ad. Kicking Grady Jarrett, $11,139. Kicking your wife to the curb so you can play football forever. Priceless.
That's the no rim shot for that one.
No, it was too good.
It was too good.
For the rim shot. Okay.
Rim shots are for when the joke needs.
I didn't want to quiet the laughter. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The refs love Tom Brady. If Brady's mom had this kind of protection, the Falcons would have won a Super Bowl. That one takes a little. All right.
Little math there.
I'm enjoying Tom Brady this season.
Okay.
Packers lost. It was a sobering week for Packers fans, and they hate being sober. It was a total meltdown in Green Bay. Melted cheese. And it's salty cheese, because of the tears.
I really enjoy it.
This is tough. The Jets' Sauce Gardner celebrated the win over the Packers by wearing a cheese head.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Nobody in Wisconsin likes the spicy sauce. We're not interested in that.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Aaron Jones said we need to simplify some things on offense. Yeah, you simply need to score once in a while. It'd be simple last year when you had a good wideout. Maybe you could put down the ayahuasca and try to become one with a victory. All right.
You know what? I have a prediction. It could be reckless. It could be wild. But I'm going to tell you something. Tom Brady's going to retire any day.
Yes,
he will
mid-season.
He will retire this season. During the season, he's going to retire.
During the season
To save his marriage?
to quit on the team.
He's had it. He's already quit on the team. He's already quit on. He's already done.
No, if he had quit on the team, he wouldn't have been yelling at him like that. He would have been sitting on his own.
He's done.
Nope.
He's
not a quitter.
Going to retire during the season. What
No,
do
I
I,
don't think
what do
he
I
quits
get when this
during the
happens?
season.
I want a brand new car if this happens.
Okay.
Okay.
You can go by yourself.
You heard him.
I love that idea.
That
because it
mean
would
lady
besmirch
took my other new
I did
car.
some
Legacy
research for you,
forever.
Kostaki.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's I know that now that you're a single guy, you're looking to get on one of those like Tinder or
Bumble.
Bumble. Yeah,
one of those other gravitas.
Yeah, I found out the one that is this lady you met getting your colonoscopy. This is the dating app for proctologists. It's called Bender. I think
nice.
You can look her up. And,
It's very specific. This app.
Yeah.
It's very small.
you got to go
number of
back
people.
there, Kostaki. You've got to go back.
Bender. I think
Yeah.
we're done. It was just good for me to.
There's another
You know.
colonoscopy site too out
what's
there
that
called Plenty of Fishers.
Fishers.
Hey, let me tell you something.
That's
Anal
good writing.
fissures are no joke.
Yeah,
I
right.
know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I will go back, Tom, in 10 years. Not till then.
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
And she'll say, I wish you'd have said something. I really liked you. You chicken bastard, you.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, Kostaki,
Maybe she'll hear this somewhere in the ether and contact you.
I'm single, lady.
what's
There you go.
her first name?
I'm in the clear. Deborah, Nurse Deborah.
Nurse Deborah.
Deborah. Okay.
Did you write down your email, your website, or anything?
Hey, Debbie, anything
I
fun
did.
happened
I
at the
did, both of
proctologist's office today? Yeah, somebody said I had big gravitases. That's what
Okay, that's
he said.
Kostaki, if people want to get a hold of you, where do they go to add to this world of jokes?
Oh, yeah. At All Pro Lines and all the big social media platforms. So people write tags and jokes, and we're playing around and, get some football comedy in your world. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok, YouTube. Come find us. We're
Okay,
out there.
good. Nice stuff, Kostaki. Glad you're doing well. Congratulations on the successful colonoscopy. And you got to call Deborah. You got to go meet her.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks very much. When we come back, Christy, what do you got over there?
Coming up, we have the Halloween costume you don't want to wear this year. We have a couple of dog walking stories. One involves a massive sex toy, the other coyotes. And could you charge your electric car in under 5 minutes? We'll find out.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
When we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick. Are you mad at me still?
No. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
Are you mad at me?
Yep. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Pat?
Yeah.
I thought you and I were talking about Halloween costumes for kids. And it can be tough. It can be tough because I know we have a story coming up about adult Halloween parties.
Right.
And someone who's very disappointed in one of the biggest costumes of the year. And before we get to that, Pat, I thought you and I had a discussion about your childhood.
Yeah.
And a costume that you actually wore. So you've got a little song, and every word of this is true.
Yeah, I'm being raised in the theater. My mother had access. She had access to paper mache and all kinds of fabrics and stuff. And let's just say she wasn't that good at it.
Oh,
okay.
So there was a little disaster there. Let me tell you a true story about Halloween. I was the saddest 5-year-old you've ever seen. My mom made my costume all by herself. She said, the store's out of Batman. There's nothing on the shelves. But the truth is we were poor and she was doing her best. And my mother, well, she's no seamstress. The mask was paper mache and it didn't look right. I wore my mom's black panties over ballet tights. It was cold, so I had a jacket over my cape, and the cape was made out of a thin black crepe. Every house I went to that Halloween, they'd say, young man, who are you supposed to be? Who am I supposed to be? I'm Batman. I'm Batman. The superhero crime fighter who doesn't have any actual superpowers. The fearless defender of Gotham City. No, these aren't fishing boots. They're bat boots. I'm Batman.
True story, huh?
True.
Okay.
Oh, very sad.
Thank you very much, Pat. Well, now there's a contemporary costume that is not popular among certain people.
The mother of one of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims urging people not to dress as the serial killer for Halloween.
I think you're going to see a lot of those.
Tony Hughes was among the 17 young men that Dahmer murdered. His mother Shirley told TMZ it's already difficult to see the hit Netflix series about Dahmer, and it's even more upsetting to see people putting together their Jeffrey Dahmer costumes. She said that it hurts for Netflix and online retailers to profit off her son's death, as well as the deaths of Dahmer's other victims.
I think it's
I agree with
especially
her.
tasteless when it's the sexy Jeffrey Dahmer costume.
Oh, my gosh.
The fishnets and yeah.
Oh, boy.
Budweiser.
Insensitive.
You ever think in your brain, maybe I shouldn't say this? Has that ever?
There will be a sexy Dahmer. We'll see it November 1st.
That's
online.
the thing. See, that's what's going to. I'm really
Yes.
only half
You mean
kidding.
like a woman?
How about
Yes.
this? Just go as Dr. Frankenfurter, okay? It's a classic.
No,
it's
you'll
fine.
have some guy that will do a sexed up Jeffrey Dahmer.
What if you really want to go to a friend's Halloween party, but it's a costume party and you don't want to dress up?
Honestly, this one's kind of one of those because all you need is the light wash jeans, the white T-shirt, and you get the glasses.
Yeah,
it's
but I
simple
don't
enough.
wanna,
No, but you just go, I'm Christy Lee. There.
Yeah.
There's your costume.
Go as Christy Lee.
Yeah.
So I really want to go to this party, but my guy and I neither one are really into dressing up in costumes. And
Do go as a horse. Just make sure that you're the head. And
I think I'm going to go as Christy Lee this year.
Are you?
In fact, I need a pair of your panties and bra.
Okay.
Thank you. And worn socks.
Worn socks.
Yeah, oh yeah. I need
Oh, I got
Tim,
some
tell you,
new ones.
is there going to be a costume competition at this thing you're going to?
It's this party. The people do go all out. They do a very good job.
I'm telling you.
One year,
if you
there
go
were
as
two
Teddy,
couples.
if you go as Teddy Roosevelt, we
I'm
dressed
not
you up
going
that way.
as Teddy Roosevelt.
You'll win.
I don't want to win, and I don't want a mustache all night. I hate that.
Well, you think you do something about it.
You think you hate it. Hey, your
I'm
boyfriend's
taking a step closer to that razor, huh? Jeez.
Your boyfriend's really going to hate dressing up as Teddy's wife.
One year, two couples came as the Flintstones and Barney Rubble and his wife, complete with the car. Like they came up the driveway.
Okay, wait a minute. That's ridiculous.
It was incredible.
I don't know anything about those people, but I don't want anything to do with it.
No, it was great.
That's super cool.
It was very cool.
Well, our whole social year is pointed to our Halloween costume. We've won 4 years in a row.
He's a big
over at the
fan
club.
of the show, or he was.
They were having fun. That's cool.
Yeah.
Chick, have you ever been part of a couple costume?
Never.
Never.
I'm not a big Halloween guy. Never have been. Never
me
have
neither.
been. Never have been.
One year didn't.
No, I insist.
No, see,
You've
what
already-
he did,
do
he
it.
edited.
I
Things you
did,
don't
yeah.
do.
Restraint?
Yes.
I want to hear it. We'd come up with a good costume for you, Christy.
No, I don't. It's too. No, I don't. Think
I got a really simple costume.
What?
Okay. You go as blind Christy.
All right.
You get a chance to take white cane. Chick and I both have golden retrievers you can borrow.
No,
Admittedly, mine is only 9 weeks old and pees everywhere. Blind Christy, that'd be fun.
No.
People would walk up to you and go, "Can I?" You walk up to people, and go, "Can I feel your face? I can't see it."
Can I feel your face?
I don't think they would be asking that.
Wear flannels. Go as Lumberjack and Lumberjill. Super easy.
No, but see, then you're made fun of.
You
You
think?
didn't even make an effort.
Don't you still have your Breakfast at Tiffany's costume?
Well, I wore it to that party before. I can't wear it again.
You can wear it again.
No, God, no.
Just do sexy nurse.
Go as Mickey Rooney from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Or go as Mickey Rourke.
Now you talk about timeless.
Now, Pat, there's a good idea. You could go as Mickey Rourke because you wouldn't have to put on a costume. He's had so much plastic surgery, you probably look more like him than he does.
Good point.
Let's see now. What would be a good costume? It would be simple.
Is your man cool with dressing up?
No, he doesn't like doing it either. So.
Well, you need to force him to. See how much he loves you.
Being a small of stature such as you are, why don't you go as a Girl Scout?
Please. I mean,
This isn't your fantasy. This is Halloween.
Okay, sorry. That's a simple costume.
Coming up, we do have Edward Scissorhands kind of in the news. That's kind of Halloweenish.
Edward.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
And Japan's oldest restroom in the news today.
Odd. There's a distinction.
Wait a minute. Did
I
you
bet
say
it's not in Nagasaki.
Japan's oldest restaurant?
They had to rebuild.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here, and I hope it is outside
where I got that
Hiroshima.
story.
What do they call it? A driveway moment? I was going to come into work, but Christy teased the oldest restroom in Japan.
Heck yeah.
Now, if you're a dog person, there's a great story coming up about your dog and you versus coyotes.
Yeah.
Is your dog killing you? You'll find out.
And is your cat psychic? We'll tell you when we come back.
Also, we have the story of a dog, a dildo, and a problem. It's coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's the, I don't know what the hell he is. There's Ace Cosby. He's manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, buddy.
I'm America's sweetheart.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
well.
I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom.
We have Josh on his way to Cincinnati Friday and Saturday to record his new album.
Good. Get out of town.
That's right. He'll be at the Funny Bone.
I heard Joey Votto is going to be there. How exciting!
Weekend,
don't let that throw you, though.
Sitting right up front.
Somebody in a Votto jersey. I think he was here, honest to God.
That's coming up this weekend.
Yes.
Should be cool. Very, very
And we
cool.
are recording Friday and Saturday, all shows. So no matter what, you can be a part of it.
It sounds good.
People have been asking.
We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News desk. Christy and I off the air were talking dogs because both Chick and I have new puppies.
Love you, hon.
Yeah. But we have a kind of a funny dog story or two in the news this morning.
Yeah, well, let's go with the funny one first. A dog walker says she was left mortified after a client's dog picked up a large sex toy and refused to let it go.
Oh, boy.
Ms. Claire Robson reports she was taking 1-year-old, named after my dog, Frankie, out for a walk when he disappeared into some bushes.
Named the same as your dog, not after.
The Cocker Spaniel. You don't
Delusions
know.
of grandeur.
You don't know that. Cocker
This is what I
Spaniel.
like. My attitude rubbing off in the room. I love it. It's my favorite thing.
The Cocker Spaniel reappeared with a 9-inch long veiny dildo in his mouth. Frankie refused to let go of the suction-ended sex toy, not even for some dog treats.
It was a big black Cocker Spaniel.
She says she was forced to walk Frankie back to her van as he carried the wobbly dildo in his mouth.
Wobbly!
Robson said, quote, once I'd taken the leash off, I gave him a treat and he dropped it, so I quickly picked it up with a pair of gloves and discarded it.
Yeah, in her bedroom drawer.
It's a tabletop type?
Yeah, suction.
Tabletop. Yeah, you can suction them to a wall or to a tabletop, and you can either back up into it or sit on it.
I can't.
why don't you sit on it?
I've often suspected you are just unaware of anything sexual. Sorry, Willie. But he is. And for you to hear something, this is the commonplace.
Very common.
This suction dildo thing.
This sounds like something that Popular Mechanics came up with one weekend.
No.
I think this was the probably second dildo they invented. Well, we got to anchor it in place somewhere.
Need hands-free.
Yeah.
You're right.
But I know if it's like my dogs, as soon as you would grab tugging, they're going to think, this is great. It's a tug of war.
Yeah, you don't play tug of war with your dog.
Don't
It
do
shows
that.
control.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, it's too late for that.
You're not supposed to.
No, you're not supposed to.
Why not?
Because
It
that's
teaches
how they
them to bite and pull.
and dominate you.
You know, like sometimes you won't have the pulley thing. Sometimes it'll be, I don't know, your hand.
So lucky it wasn't a double donger. Then it would have been going crazy. So I love the way read the description again of the thing that she found.
To turn you on, does it?
9-inch long veiny dildo.
Veiny. I love the way that they throw that in to make it.
It's a more authentic looking.
Sure, you want a vascular.
But it was just found in a bush.
Well, you know,
Well, of course,
sometimes,
They often are.
Where else would you find it?
I didn't mean that.
sometimes the love bug strikes. You never know where.
Okay. Who heaves their used dildo into a random bush in the park?
Yeah. Done with this. Maybe an angry husband.
Yeah.
She's going to use me, not this thing.
Is it like a burner dildo? Is there such a thing as a one-off? Just use once, throw away.
In Massachusetts, they're saying a dog walker.
Massachusetts.
Worst song.
What's that? I don't know.
Bee Gees.
It's a dreadful song.
Oh, it's
Early
it's
Bee Gees.
a wonderful song. I hate you that you beat me to the worst song. I love Massachusetts.
Early
by the
Bee Gees
Beatles.
is
Yeah,
dreadful.
very early.
Until they went disco, they were bad.
Very
I
painful
enjoyed
emotion.
that. I've heard a couple of their old songs, but I haven't heard that Massachusetts thing.
got to get a message to you. Oh, they should have shot him when they did that song. Hey, play Staying Alive, boys.
No, mining disaster's good.
Oh, New York mining disaster. Oh,
I liked those songs.
I did too.
The only good disaster
Don't be
song
sorry,
is
you
Wreck
like
of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That's quality.
Oh, God.
that stinks on ice. But
I started a jet.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, I like that
Started the
song.
whole world laughing.
Yeah, I don't care for that either.
Yeah, it's not good.
So
it sounds
good.
creepy.
Their
It
disco
sounded
stuff,
like
great.
words.
But what can I say?
I've said it before. I'll say it again. You remember Tim Wilson's favorite song of all time, "Fanny, Be Tender with My Love" by the Bee Gees.
Fanny.
That was on my car stereo a million times for that.
And you don't like that song?
Oh no, it's good. It's
So,
recognized as the first time that Barry sang that weird falsetto that everybody liked.
Gotcha.
So we've gone from a dog grabbing a dildo in the bushes.
To a dog walker.
Well, the message, by the way, of that previous story is
Yeah.
that you should not get a dildo that has a squeaky toy inside it.
Yeah, no.
Be distracting at all
Right,
times.
Authorities in Massachusetts are saying a dog walker.
Where is it?
Massachusetts.
You sure didn't say it the first time.
Oh, no.
Try it again,
I'm going to
Mushmouth.
throw my...
Like news with Lucinda Williams.
Have you been to Massachusetts?
It's a long gravel road.
Authorities in Massachusetts are saying a dog walker was...
Better. Not great, but better.
Will you let her get? Will you let her stumble through this?
You just missed her saying Doc Walker.
I'm having flashbacks.
Oh,
sorry.
A dog walker was surrounded by a pack of wild coyotes somewhere in a state on the East Coast.
You know where it was, Tom?
Look at Tom's face.
How did this? Who did they?
Oh man,
Who did the record executive do to get that on the air?
I remember plainly that being number one on the countdown on American Bandstand.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Police in Swampscott received a call from the dog walker. Who said they
By the way, there's a way to sell a town.
Well, what we
Not
gonna
like-
name it?
Not like Pleasant View or Oceanside. I'll name it Swampscott.
Yeah.
Tell them about the
Come
swamp.
on now, Jimmy Scott, you go ahead. What's your idea?
We could name it Mosquito Haven. think they'll build condos here?
Well, we're known for a swamp. I think it's common knowledge.
Gotta tell him what it is.
Police received a call from the dog walker who said they had been surrounded and the animals were not backing down.
Scary.
Responding officers counted at least 9 coyotes in total.
Oh, that's too many.
The pack retreated after the arrival of cruisers with their flashing lights. Police escorted the dog walker and their pet to the home with no additional danger. By the way, police are recommending that people bring noisemakers, squirt guns, or pepper spray with them to scare coyotes away.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah. He's so scared.
Man, coyotes, though, are beautiful animals.
Oh, they're cool.
There's
yeah,
one,
but
there
it's
was
so
just
one out
pretty.
here.
Yeah, there's one out here I see. They're
Yeah.
terrifying. If you 9 of them surround you.
They wouldn't go after you. They'd go after your dog.
Oh yeah, you got to sacrifice the dog.
Well,
Yeah.
That's
Oh, especially a juicy little tender puppy like you. Like you got. Oh yeah.
well, unless crapping my pants would drive them away, I don't know what I would do.
The dog looked up at the dog walker and said, "You think you can outrun these things?" The dog walker said, "I don't have to outrun them. I just have to outrun you."
Classic.
You think you could race a dog?
No.
No way. No.
way.
I'd put my money on me. I think.
This morning at 3 a.m., I was racing a puppy and I lost.
You're faster than a dog.
A greyhound.
Any dog.
You and a greyhound.
And now meet the man who is faster than a dog. Oh yeah, where you go?
I'm trying to find some more of that awful early Bee Gees for you, Christy.
What? But she likes it.
I like it.
And don't judge her.
Oh, here we go. This stinks.
Lonely days, lonely nights.
Oh, I love that one.
This one?
Lonely days.
You're a holiday.
What holiday are you?
Lonely Days and Lonely Nights.
Lonely
They were.
nights.
I think they were just starting to peek their heads
Will I
out
be
and doing a little
without
bit more
lover?
rock.
Love.
Because there's a part of it that just really kicks in.
It
Wait,
does.
you said that rocks?
Lonely days.
Yeah, my best
Lonely
best
nights.
rock and roll I listen to as a harp.
Where would I be
in it.
without my
Where would I be without my woman?
Oh wow, this is good.
See, this
Well,
is
They
that's
started doing this. Yeah.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Which is
I
better?
love the lyrics.
Would she like this?
Or
See?
what song is that?
It's a holiday.
I don't know that one.
What holiday would it be?
Memorial Day.
Yeah, no kidding. That just
That is
sucks.
not good.
God.
What about Lonely Days, Lonely Nights?
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm sure you'll find somebody. Oh, you meant the song.
When we come back,
Yeah, when we come back.
we've got to get a song out of Mr. Godwin. Sure.
Fine.
Okay, all right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radio pain. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Present.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Josh Arnold is there at the sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hello, friends.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
It's a holiday.
That's not the way it goes.
You're a holiday.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
Such a holiday.
Some would say dirge-like.
Yeah, so come on, shake your asses. Do the
shake your asses.
That's what you need to do. That's what the Bee Gees finally started doing. Shaking their
I like
asses.
old Bee Gees too, sorry.
It's amazing.
You like that song?
I never heard that one before.
You know why? Because
Why?
it stinks so bad. Finally, whoever the record company was that they were giving all the free cocaine to, and the radio guys, they stopped playing that audio turd.
There's that.
Now, see, this, shake your ass, Christy.
Oh, well, this is Shaped a Generation.
Shake the
Saturday Night Favor.
That's right, Christy. You tell
I got
us.
the favor, Chick.
Christy, hang on a second.
Damn right.
Christy's concerned about going to this costume party.
Well, I don't think I'm going to go.
Oh, that's the best choice.
Somebody sent us an email that said, Lumberjack and Lumberjill, you got to go with that.
That's boring.
You have to go to the
Unless I can take an axe.
Halloween party. Get involved, is what they said.
Go as me and Bob.
Why would she do
People would love it.
Oh.
All you have to have is a
fake mustache,
skull cap, and a fake mustache.
LA Dodger cap.
Yep.
Get one of his weird little faded Bahama pink hats.
Now, what happened to that?
What do you mean?
you lose
It used to be pink. Now it's like white.
I wash it all the time.
You wash your hat?
Sure. That's the pink hat you have on right now?
Yeah.
Who washes their hats?
I do.
Anyone?
He washes his hat. He washed his hat. He washed the hat.
That hat's been through more trauma than a dog that went to war.
Every time a car backfires, he craps
clean.
himself. It's unbelievable.
Do your clothes scream as they put them in the wash?
We have no color left.
Not again.
Wash my shoes all the time.
How do you wash your jeans? Do you wash your jeans in hot water too?
You betcha.
Oh my!
You betcha. His butt and balls have been in those things. You can't have that.
Yeah, you gotta kill whatever's in there.
Well, the dryer does that.
I'll do it my way. My water, I'm paying the bill.
All right.
Let's see now. We have Christy Lee, as you can hear at the news desk.
As you can hear it suggesting.
Nothing like a good.
Not anymore.
Nothing like a good give and take in the workplace.
Your emails there.
I got emails.
Pat, don't you have a song?
I have lots of songs.
Now,
What do
Pat,
you need?
there was a request for you to revisit one of your songs from yesterday, and this was the so-called coconut song.
Yeah,
Now,
wasn't there a world record involving coconuts
yeah,
and
we need
nunchucks?
to establish what this is about.
Nunchucks?
This guy has a world record for breaking coconuts with a nunchuck, but it's not just breaking coconuts. They're on the heads of the participants. So he's got these four guys sitting around him in a circle, and they have, what'd you call it, like a coconut tee?
Mm-hmm.
It's looks like a hockey puck with an indentation, so they can put the coconut on their head and it will stay there.
See, if you didn't have that tea, the coconut would just
roll right
off.
Which to me, to a degree, invalidates the entire record.
I agree.
Because you need props.
Really?
Yeah.
What if the guy was holding it with his hands on top of
the
his
guy
head?
should hold it from the side, but he's whacking these guys in the head, and I mean they're the ones that deserve the award.
They do. This has got to hurt.
You have a song about this process?
About coconuts, no. Coconut, yeah, coconut. The coconut comes from the coconut tree. It's part of the cocoa palm family. It's technically a fruit, not a nut at all. It looks like a hairy bowling ball. To get the fruit, you must shake the tree. Hairy coconuts for you and me. It's hard to crack open once to stay shut. To get the juice, you must bust a nut. Some people don't like hairy coconuts, but they don't shave nuts at Supercuts. Josh loves this place called the Naked Monkey. He thinks hairy coconuts get too funky, so he shaves his junkie. I've strayed from the purpose of the coconut song. I've belabored the point, and it's gone on too long. The coconut is a fruit, not a nut at all. I prefer smooth coconuts to hairy balls and testicles. I'm gonna go now.
Is anybody else? Very well done.
Thank you.
A couple mistakes that were
there's
glaring.
one mistake at the end.
The reason we did it over was to
make it
You know
right.
why we did it over? This is what infuriates me. Chick McGee yesterday goes, I better hear that again tomorrow. That plays it just now. You sat there, head in your hands, not paying attention, not laughing.
Now Pat's going to be upset all day.
No, I'm sorry. What happened? I'm sorry. No, I was listening to this in my headphones. Oh, this is it, actually. When he starts that, somebody... Yeah, when he started... Well, you probably know the story. That's when he started singing falsetto, and they said, hey, wait a minute, I think we got something.
Oh, wow.
That's the song.
Yeah, Nights on Broadway was the... Yeah.
A lot better than...
It's a holiday.
It is like Adam Sandler's
Yeah, that's
greatest hit.
It's a holiday. Oh, it's a night. It's a Massachusetts.
Man, that's funny, Adam. Keep that.
Sing about the disaster in the mine and all the dead guys. You talk like a baby. Yeah.
I love when Adam Sandler does that.
Yeah, that's
funny.
funny
He's the
stuff.
best.
Makes me laugh,
Man.
He's great. Now,
Funny stuff.
well, Pat, can we do that tomorrow?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We better hear it tomorrow.
He flubbed the line about you, Josh.
I said smoosh instead of smooth.
I mean, the whole thing is about your
I'm tired of you
proclivity
rewarding.
to shave your balls.
Mediocrity?
You wax them, though, don't you?
No. I shave those, yeah.
Yourself?
Yes.
What do you mean yourself?
I'm saying those.
Do you
Well, you're
like,
going to get to do that.
do you use like foamy? Gillette foamy?
No, I use my body soap.
I thought you waxed your balls. Well, you've had them waxed.
You go to the waxing place. He mentions he stumbled through the line. You probably didn't hear it. He said that you...
So if it happened in Pat's song, it's reality.
No, you like a place called the Naked Monkey.
I do. They don't do balls because they know.
I saw that sign. I forgot. I saw that on their billboard at 96th Street. The Naked Monkey, parentheses, we no longer do balls.
They are leaving money on the table.
Oh, boy, do they ever.
Boy, oh, boy.
They don't do balls.
They kind of do, but they don't really want to do it because they can rip the sack.
Sure.
No.
You don't want a ball falling out.
No, I don't care.
Have you seen my balls?
Hey, we're going to give you a Netflix deal.
Yeah, I just had a waxing.
Hey, Christy.
Yeah.
You could go. You could get a couple of coconuts, hang them around your neck for your costume, and you could go as Josh's balls.
There you go. But leave all the hair on them.
People would ask who you are. Oh, this is you're familiar with our show. This is our sidekick, Josh's balls.
Well, then that would mean my head is a penis.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
would, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I had to put that together.
Just wear a wig cap,
Right?
a wig cap or something.
Right?
We're a flesh color
cap.
bathing cap.
Put a Sharpie hole in the top.
Don't we have that costume somewhere in the back?
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Someone's going to think of it an easy
Oh,
costume.
yeah. Where is the vagina costume I used to wear?
Yeah, where is
all
that?
And I had testicles, too, for some reason.
It's actually in a case in Willie's garage.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. When I got off work, I just go home, I put it on, I look in the mirror, act like a pretty ball.
I'm a lovely nut.
Can you say BS? I was going to say that. But
a lovely bunch of testicles.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever be able to put that costume on again.
You think?
Oh, God.
No.
Let alone my tribute to Connie Chung. I'll never.
I did enjoy that. I got to see it live a couple times.
I never saw that.
Yeah, you're lucky you didn't. So I'm sorry. So the
I believe that.
can we
for
do the
years.
nunchuck song
I did.
tomorrow morning? I think we can get it right by tomorrow morning.
The nunchuck?
Or whatever that.
The
Yeah,
coconuts.
coconut.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy's hitting the coconuts. Well, that's the whole thing. The guy's hitting the
Coconuts with
a
nunchucks.
Yeah, that's the story.
And of course, I asked the question: how many nuns could a nunchuck chuck if a nunchuck
Could
chuck nuns?
nuns.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
What a magical, a magical improvised moment that was.
Hey, there's some new experimental technology out there from NASA.
That's killing people?
No.
Oh.
Why would you say that? No, it could actually let you charge your car in 5 minutes or less if it's an electric car. According to the space agency, the technology being developed in partnership with Purdue University, boiler up, would be used to cool equipment in space.
You know, they discovered that Purdue Pete's, that's how his head got so big.
Oh, my goodness. So there are side effects.
Yeah, there are side effects.
You
won't be able to get in your car anymore because you'll have a giant head. It's just like Purdue Pete.
When applied to electric cars, the technique known as subcooled flow boiling could boost the amount of electrical current in EV chargers.
And burn down your garage.
NASA says charging electric vehicles varies widely from 20 minutes at a roadside station to several hours at home, but this new technique could significantly lower changing and charging times.
Only available in Houston, Texas.
NASA added the application of this new technology may remove one of the key barriers to worldwide adoption of electric vehicles.
Only available at Johnson Space Center. No, that's actually great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could charge your car in 5 minutes, it would be a game changer.
I mean, come on, yeah.
You know what? In 20 years from now, it'll be like, do you have that thing where you just put your phone on it?
Oh, yeah.
You don't even have to plug it in.
No, wait a minute. Hear me out. There's an apparatus,
yes,
if you will, that you just place your phone on, and it charges, Willie. Have you seen these?
Check this
They're
out.
amazing.
I have one
They've only been around for like 15, 20 years.
My phone, my
That's a lie.
AirPods.
They've been around for like 2 years.
And my watch.
It's
all
8
three.
years. Yeah, they've been around for
At
8
least
I
8
showed you this 8 years ago.
And they suck because you've got to have you've got to place it just right, or it doesn't charge.
You can't just toss it over there and then blame the charger.
Also, you just said this was incredible
great.
technology.
Well, no, it's going to be when they get it fixed. The point is, they're going to have one. My point is, you'll just be able to drive up. What do you have to plug it in?
Get the stand-up charger. It's better.
Of course, yes, all the attendants will be irradiated.
They have these little things that look like an old cassette. You remember the cassettes.
Oh, sure.
And you're talking to it, and people can hear you.
Yeah.
Almost like it's a phone. It's so wild.
Yeah. Hey, a Fort Worth.
Hey, Christy, excuse me for one
What,
second.
sir?
Sack of manure and an oar. I know.
Do you remember? Were you here when we figured out what it was? That painting where it looked like a Native American, if you will, the
that had the
indigenous
phone?
person
Yeah.
looked like he was staring at a phone.
I was here for that.
A guy explained that to me, and it makes perfect sense. He said that the so-called explorers would take hand mirrors with them and give them to indigenous peoples because they'd never seen themselves.
Well, of course
and there was a case where this man apparently was looking at his mirror and for 5 straight hours, just staring at it. And so, but if you look at that painting, that guy was looking at a hand mirror.
And how bad his makeup was.
Oh, my war paint's all smudged. Why didn't anybody tell me? Well, I've got maize in my teeth. Will somebody say something?
Someone said, wait a minute, I'm filming this where I'm not a Native American. I'm not an indigenous person. I'm an Italian guy from New Jersey.
Me heap embarrassed.
That was that famous commercial with the indigenous person. That guy was an Italian guy from New Jersey.
Are you talking about the littering
the
one?
tear for littering thing?
Yeah.
They didn't even. This is like casting in typical Hollywood. Well, rather than get someone who is appropriate, get a guy from New Jersey.
That guy wasn't Native American at all.
Not at all.
No. Unbelievable. Well, completely believable.
I mean, it's almost Mickey Rooney.
Well, he wasn't.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
He was an actor.
I thought he had a Native American name. Was that all just made up?
Yeah.
All made up, yeah.
Oh.
It's called the theater.
You know what? I'm littering now.
It's called advertising.
You're going to go out here and litter. Okay. So that's cool for electric cars. That'll be everywhere pretty soon. What else you got, Christy?
A car crashed into Japan's oldest bathroom. For those of you who have been sitting in the driveway waiting for this story, a 30-year-old man who was turning his car around in the parking area of Tofukuji Temple.
You were close.
Tofukuji Temple.
Or not the Fukuji.
Forgot he was still in reverse when he pressed down on the accelerator. His car sped into the temple's restroom, which had been constructed in the early 15th century.
The guy sitting in the can, by the way, was suddenly his constipation issues were.
The car smashed the wooden door to the building, damaged the interior support pillars. No one was inside the toilet when the accident occurred.
Ever destroyed a bathroom, Josh?
Oh, boy, many times.
Need a book of matches to...
What is that book of matches thing?
You smell the matches instead of the poop.
Oh,
Or it's so stinky you just burn the place to the ground.
Yeah, that also
It's
works.
never going to recover.
Now, do we have time to squeeze in the Edward Scissorhands story?
A Fort Worth neighborhood wants answers after a man's been observed sneaking around late at night trimming their trees.
How strange.
The neighborhood is calling him Edward Scissorhands. Several residents caught him on their home surveillance videos, normally out about 3 a.m. with a dog off leash. He starts trimming the tree, admiring his work, and kind of stepping back, according to Danny Tommen, who said, "We really just want him to stop doing this." Well, it sounds like he's doing him a service.
Some weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, it is weird. You don't cut somebody's tree unless they have your permission.
Yeah.
You have their permission, rather.
Topiary on random strangers.
I find it funny that they had to say the dog was off leash. Who cares?
Oh, no, that's some HOA guy wrote that.
That's what they're pissed about. Yeah. Wow. Maybe he should go door to door and ask if he can I trim the bush? No, not your wife, sir. God.
Oh.
I understand from Josh that she waxes it.
They don't do
lips.
Oh, boy.
Time
okay.
to move on. We have...
Oh, I ruined it.
They call it a labia-o.
Coming up, we have our history lesson, which should be very important. I want to remind you real quick. We have our Orange Insoles contest up and running to win a beautiful Yeti cooler. Go to orangeinsoles.com for more information or bobandtom.com/contest. All we need is for you to tell us your favorite Halloween-themed movie or TV episode. That's all we need. You don't have to do anything else. When we come back, a little bit of history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Got the costume for you, Christy.
There's
God.
Josh
I should've
Arnold.
kept my mouth
Chick.
shut.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
This one takes a little bit of basic knowledge.
All right.
By whom?
Oh, you remember Enrico Fermi.
The party goers or me?
The party goers.
Oh.
You wear a giant pumpkin T-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice idea of yours.
And your boyfriend wears a shirt that just says Peter Peter.
Oh, come on.
What?
He looks around innocently.
What?
Oh,
Or just a bib. You can wear a bib.
A bib that says Peter Peter.
What about a
That's
bib?
very good, Pat.
Right?
Nice variation.
Oh, you've got to do it.
And even funnier.
That's actually that's not a bad costume at all.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You're a pumpkin. He has the bib.
All
Peter Peter.
right.
Very good.
Will there be kids there?
No, it's an adult
see,
party.
yeah.
all the more
Nobody got
reason.
to
It will be in
awkwardly
9
explain
months,
oral
am I
sex to
right?
And then, of course,
Yeah.
you're Donald ducking it.
Yeah, of course. No pants
No
or panties.
pants.
Well, how's he going to...
Yeah. And he's only wearing a bib.
Well, that's a
I look forward to reading about this in the newspaper.
They just walk around going, get it?
Bob and Tom regular arrested for indecent exposure.
Thrown out of Hall of Fame.
Just kind of glaze his mouth a little bit.
Glazed.
We got it. Okay.
Take some Krispy Kreme.
So maybe not, huh?
No?
Time now for...
Hey, he's listening, by the way. Hey.
sorry.
Hey,
He texted I'd never do...
today in history. What date is it, Tom?
18th of October.
Oh, my God.
Let's see. 1926, the birthday of the great Chuck Berry. Anyone? Class? Some great rock and rollers of all
He's
time.
okay. Yeah.
Cousin Mark.
Every birthday used to have a dump cake. Sorry.
Are you sorry?
No, he's not.
Huge influence on R. Kelly, but not the music.
Right.
Yeah, just the lifestyle. Happy birthday, 1927, George C. Scott.
Love him.
Played General Patton, famously,
Good actor.
of course.
Mhm.
Yes.
Go watch Dr. Strangelove today.
He's hilarious. in it.
Especially if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, Dr. Strangelove, he's great.
He's terrific in Exorcist 3 as well.
Yeah, really?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
I never saw that. 1935, happy birthday, Peter Boyle.
Yes.
Mostly famous, probably for Everybody Loves Raymond, but also the best Frankenstein monster.
Mm-hmm.
And did his famous Putting on
What's
the Ritz.
Peter Boyle's son's name, Chick?
Lance?
That's right. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry,
Yeah, Lance.
I'm just guessing. Well, let's skip that guy. Oh, happy birthday, Mike Ditka, born 1939. Famous De Beers coach.
Bears.
And happy birthday, Zac Efron, currently starring in The Greatest Beer Run Ever, whatever.
Dan and Christie's Dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You like that young man?
He wears a big bushy mustache in this.
You heard about his issue,
Penis?
right?
Oh.
No, he had a horrible accident and had to have a bunch of plastic surgery on his face. That's why he was out of the...
Really?
And that's why his face looks so different now.
It does?
It's not so different, but it does look a little bit different. Yeah.
Would you still kiss him on the lips?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Even though they're mostly pig heart.
I found that it mimics the suppleness of the adult.
This is interesting.
lip.
1952, the first Mad magazine is issued. Wow. I didn't know it went back that far.
Racist as all get out.
What?
I'm teasing. I
No,
don't.
Mad magazine was always very enlightened.
No, of course it was.
You know, Mad magazine, you're not going to get. There's no Lampoon. There's no Saturday Night Live. That's great humor. They were always laughing at the establishment. Oh, here you go,
Punks.
1961, the film version of West Side Story released.
Here you go, Chick.
The first one, not the.
There's a rumble
In the jungle.
It showed how these dangerous gangs were all excellent dancers.
True enough.
It
To this
didn't.
day, let's see, and that's about it for today. Why don't we review what we learned on the show?
Why don't we? Pat Godwin had his had lost his CPAP, and now he's found it, so he's sleeping a lot better.
How do you lose a CPAP?
I didn't lose it. I lost a part.
Lost a part. You know how often a part will fall out of a CPAP machine?
It was a seal. I traveled. Lost my seal.
Josh got windbagged about St. Louis County not being St. Louis not being in St. Louis County. St. Louis.
What a
is,
fool!
That's a dumb
all by
man.
itself.
I'm disputing that.
Tom bought us donuts and brought them in on Monday. We all thought it was trash that needed to be thrown out, but there were some donuts.
Next time I'll lay them out for you. And
That's right.
proper china.
Crumpled.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Doug LaDouche is running on an anti-ghost campaign. Be sure and vote for Doug.
If you're concerned about
November
ghosts
8th.
in your state, county, or township, Doug LaDouche is your man.
That's right.
Josh Arnold recording his album this weekend at the Funny Bone in Liberty Heights, Ohio.
Liberty Township.
Liberty Township, which is in Butler County.
That's right.
Not Hamilton County.
Many butlers live there.
David Rush is still breaking world records.
Got a great new one. He's got his 100 and some candles in his mouth, lit.
150.
It's amazing.
You don't even listen to your own story.
It's just a matter of details.
I don't remember this part, but apparently you're supposed to try the Flick the Bean coffee. It'll get you off.
Yeah, that's apparently Christy's brand. She loves it.
Hard to find.
This email's from Michelle. She said, I want to thank Tom when my boyfriend tried to describe an apron as a kitchen bib.
I love it.
And that's a great idea, Pat. You've really augmented that costume to be perfect.
Won't be happening.
And yes, don't forget, I did say Tom Brady will retire during the season any week.
Pretty interesting.
Could have happened while we're on the air.
I like
today.
this theory. I do.
It's going to happen.
Okay, and I want everyone to write Kostaki and tell him he needs to go back to that gyno and get
She wasn't a gyno.
whatever she was. Go back to the proctologist and get a date. Get a date with that lady. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel. Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why?
Because you're not playing me.
With rapid-fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.